Right. And we are back. Episode 73, the radio show about nothing. Quick little intro today because I was late, so we're going to speed through this one. To my left, of course, best friend, co-creator, co-founder, co-owner of the house, all that good shit.
What's happening? We are back. It is amazing to be here. Energy up, energy up, energy up. We're happy. We have a lot to get
Spirit
to.
fingers.
Spirit fingers. We have a lot to get to. G6 is back in the building, obviously.
Yeah.
And she is, all socials are in the bio. She has an amazing YouTube channel. Is the future, We Don't Trust You the last one you did? With y'all? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
So We Don't Trust You review out now. Go watch that. Very entertaining, very fun. Link is in the bio, as I said. And go follow her TikTok as well. She'll be on there, speaking knowledge. But let's get into it, man. We got a busy week. The NBA playoffs started. Future dropped another #1 album. Taylor Swift sold 2 million in the first week, which I don't believe. I think those numbers are fake, but we'll get into that.
No, they're
Beyonce
definitely
still
fake.
exists. So all is well.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Chris Brown said Quavo should have died.
Oh yeah,
it's
Chris
been a long
Brown.
week.
Listen, let's start with that because we probably won't talk about Chris Brown and Quavo too
Let's
much.
start there.
My first thought, and Grace, you'll love this story
Representing.
because you know Maul. My first thought was we was watching Stomp the Yard freshman year with this nigga Maul. He stopped the video. He said that nigga was dancing so much they took his life.
He was like, that nigga had so much rhythm. They said you cannot live to see another
You
day.
not making it out of here. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm listening to that shit like Quavo. Something gotta happen.
He has to kill him.
Something has to happen. What button say? Streets need a body. Like it was some bars on there. I was like, damn. I felt a little like Grace. I was like, man, what's wrong with Chris Brown? I was like, man,
Everything.
I'd really like a Chris Brown rap album.
No, yes. He has a few rapping projects.
Yeah, like-
but they're not on streaming.
No,
Except for Fan of a
it's the shit
Fan.
with Tiger.
Yeah, but
Salute
also
Tyrone.
but the Fan of a Fans are so good. The Fan of a Fans are good. But even his like DJ Drama mixtapes. Well,
Shout out-
Gangsta Grill mixtapes.
Shout out Sweetie too, by the way.
A salute, a real goer. We love a goer.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
Fans across the board.
I heard
I ain't
Chris
gonna lie.
Brown's
It make her
verse-
even like finer. Like my bad.
No, you're right. You're 100. I said
It
the
makes
same thing. I
sense.
said, I'm looking at you different. Today. I woke up Sunday, went to her Instagram for the first time. Like, what she look like actually?
Beautiful.
Ooh.
But
It's gorgeous.
I don't know if Chris Brown knew that was a rap diss. Like, I think he was just explaining his feelings.
It sounded like a voice note. He really just want to fight that
Bro,
nigga. Like,
yeah.
he just want to fight.
just
this.
set it up, bro.
Yeah.
Celebrity boxing.
He's been
is
trying
very
to.
lucrative.
No, you saw. I know y'all seen the videos.
He has been trying to.
Basketball shit.
He was
Chris
like,
Brown hate that.
he was
nigga,
like,
bro.
yeah. They were like, yeah. You know, some people didn't show up. Quavo,
Yeah.
bring your bitch ass outside.
It's crazy,
And then
crazy.
the next year, he was like, I'll say it again.
Chris Brown's so funny because like you just know he'd fry Quavo on the court. Like you know he'd fry.
Chris Brown's
dude.
so
Bro, he
good at
tried to fight
basketball,
Offset, and Offset sent the police to his house.
Oh God, I
like,
would.
I would have done the same thing. Leave me alone.
That super blood out my face. I ain't Frank Ocean, nigga.
you don't argue with people who do
That's an R&B
drugs that
singer, bro.
heavily.
Yo, Chris Brown has super blood.
And for
like,
him to use Drake's lines against Quavo right after Drake drops another diss,
Yeah.
you get bodied by singing.
Bro.
I turn that shit on. This sound like hit him up.
No, he said your album sucks. We use that to roll weed on. That's crazy.
Fat when Takeoff died,
Everybody
niggas.
wished it was you.
He was like, damn, we wish it was you. Like, come on, man.
You
I'm
didn't
telling
have
you,
to say that.
Quavo, something gotta happen.
You didn't have to do that.
Something gotta
Chris,
happen, bro.
Did anybody tell Chris, like, yo, take that one out,
I
bro?
don't even.
He did in the song. He was like, "Nah, Chris, you tripping? Don't say that." Yeah, he was like, "I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, that nigga's crazy. See, that nigga's crazy. Is this over Karuchi for real? Is this like?
Yeah,
Is it
Shout
really?
out Karuchi, man.
because like
Shout
it
out
dates
Karuchi,
back
man.
a long time before that, but they were all. He was like best friends with the Migos, and then as soon as they broke up, he started dating Karuchi. And everyone knew how he felt about Karuchi, so it was like that's
Yeah.
lame.
Oh, I really did. I never knew what it was about. I knew
Yeah.
it was about a woman. What's up? What's up with the energy in women? And
Everyone is
rappers?
beefing
Have
over
you seen
women.
Karuchi? I mean,
Why have
I've gone to war for less.
I don't understand. No, this isn't even Chris Brown. Chris Brown, I get you going to war over the girl you wanted to be with forever and couldn't work out due to your behavior. But I don't understand why these rappers keep rotating the same couple women that they're not gonna date or marry, and then getting mad that a nigga fucked them.
Yeah,
like
that-
if that's
we're
just your
ending
bitch,
friendships?
Yeah,
Why is you beefing?
I have that quarrel a lot too. Like even in regular life, niggas be like hiding their girls and be mad that niggas be talking to them. Like, fam, you're hiding. Like, how the fuck?
But I feel like as a celebrity, you could realistically probably get anybody you want to. Why do you guys keep filtering the same women?
And I'm not even mad about filtering the same women because I think it is something to be said about women understanding what life with a celebrity is and dating what a celebrity is. So bringing a new bitch on the block and she green about everything and going for everything and posting everything. And I understand not wanting to deal with that, especially after you've been famous for 10, 15 years and you don't seen it 100 times. I get the aspect of sharing the women. My thing is, why do y'all keep beefing about the women everybody is sharing?
Yeah, that's
y'all niggas look like hoes, bruh.
That's a fact.
What's up with you? Like, why?
And y'all are like
Daniel said that,
above
not
the
his
age of 30.
I said that shit. At do you _24. But
Y'all are all above the age of 30. Some above the age of 35.
y'all
That's
are
a
grown
fact.
men crying because a woman fucked somebody else.
Yeah.
You wasn't gonna wife the girl.
Yeah.
So why does it matter?
Yeah,
Like,
from
what's
that.
up
Yeah,
with
I
you?
understand that. Like Quavo, you should. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I just feel like Chris Brown
Have
is
niggas
so
seen
mentally
Sweetie, though?
unstable.
Like, I mean,
I wouldn't want any beef with Chris Brown. Like,
that's a fact.
anybody that can
nigga he got
backflip
it.
on beat and land
Yeah,
on beat,
yeah.
like, that's not somebody you need to be with.
I'm waiting for one of these rap niggas to be like, you know what? You got it. Like, so what? Like, I fucked her. Cool.
Bro, the audio of Quavo begging him not to
Yeah,
be,
like, I don't want no smoke.
Have
big
you been
bruh.
sitting on that? You're
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
Dog.
you've been sitting on that this whole time.
Chris Brown a bully. I feel bad for Quavo.
Chris Brown a bully for real. But Grace, you're here.
Love him.
And Chris Brown's your guy, so please speak on 1111 and the deluxe as well. We didn't run through that. I like 1111. I haven't listened to the deluxe in entirety to give a review on it. The album I like a lot though.
It's good. The deluxe is really good. It's more vulnerable than the rest of the album. I feel like this album is already pretty vulnerable, but the deluxe, it's some real R&B on there. So good. So good. The song, even though I get why he did it, but the song there were just too many people on that song when he dissed Quavo initially. Because why is T Grizzly on here? Why is Joyner Lucas on the song? It could have been him and Wayne, honestly.
I don't want to hear Jordan Lucas in any capacity.
And it's about everybody.
It's about sex.
Yeah.
Why
like,
is Jordan Lucas talking about anything, but let alone sex?
Nigga made a song from the perspective of a condom.
OJ died, they were like, he's now writing a song from the perspective of the glove.
Yeah, like I can't stand Jordan Lucas.
It makes
bro.
me sad because he's such a good rapper, but his music is so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, just be cool. Like, just do
be
some cool
cool.
shit.
Yeah.
I get you want to be yourself. And, oh my god, I don't want to conform, but like, dude, just fucking conform. But continue your review, please.
Because it's not working. I haven't streamed Joyner Lucas since 2018.
Bro, like,
Jordan Lucas can kick open this door right now. Wouldn't know that nigga from the
bro,
candidate.
Jordan Lucas could walk in this bitch right now, and I would be like, please get out.
Yeah, wouldn't know that nigga from a can of paint. I tell you.
I have no clue what he
What
looks
the
like.
fuck, bro?
Man, this was
Please get out.
In
It's
my
crazy.
eyes, he that white nigga with the MAGA hat in that.
Yeah.
bitch. That's what Jordan Lucas is to me. I don't know who that nigga. Oh man,
I've never hated a nigga so much for something I never listened to. Like, bro. It was like, yeah, he wrote a song from the perspective of this racist. Yeah, I hate him.
I won't be listening.
I will not be.
It was 7 days
nigga. Yeah.
a week.
Nigga said, I understand what you're coming from, but I got pride too. Why are you doing this?
I
Who
hate
was
him
in the
like
studio
I hate
when
him as
you wrote
much
this?
as I hate Logic.
Oh yeah.
No, nothing will
know.
supersede my hate for Logic.
Yeah, I hate Logic so
I
much.
hate Logic.
I don't know.
I think Logic is
Logic
one
up
of the
there.
worst people in the world.
On Earth.
Logic up there for real.
Like,
dude.
Logic.
And he was doing so good.
like that biracial shit.
That biracial shit.
That is
Bro,
one of
and
the
he's
funniest
like-
videos. Like
1/4 black. Stop saying nigga.
yeah, I ain't.
And you always feel the. First of all, who is asking to interview Logic?
Yeah.
But that's all you have to
I
talk
would
about.
absolutely interview
Yeah,
Logic.
as a
not. Hell
biracial
no.
man, shut up.
Yeah,
Like,
as a
we don't care.
black dad, white mom. Like
And he better not try to jump in this beef either.
Have y'all
Because
seen that Rap Genius breakdown or the lyric breakdown? Bro,
Yes.
that shit had me crying, bro. I wish I could repeat it for the audience. I'm sorry that I just made an inside joke. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
no,
but,
that video is funny.
yeah, no.
but he said something so crazy on that bitch.
It's so cringy too.
Oh,
'cause it's
he's the
like,
worst person ever. Did y'all see the video where he sat down and interviewed his dad? and pretty much told his dad he was a piece of shit?
No.
Like,
is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I ain't going.
Logic is the worst human to
Why?
exist.
Who asked for that?
He was pretty much just like, y'all keep asking me for handouts. Like, he was talking to his dad, interviewing him as content on his page to be like, why are y'all keep asking me for handouts? I did everything for y'all. You wasn't even there for me. So what are y'all asking me for money for?
What
are you doing this on camera?
I don't feel like I should be listening to that.
This podcast is for entertainment, but I don't like rappers I think I could beat up.
I
will present that without context.
I respect that.
That shit just made me so mad. Like you know he can't take a punch. Like
No, someone should beat his ass. Like
if his dad got up and rocked his shit,
it would be nothing he would do.
if he walked in here right now, I think we should collectively jump him.
Yeah, like
I would be okay with that.
How do you make a song trying to raise awareness about suicide and the song makes me want to commit suicide? Like I don't.
It made me want to stop
That
living.
nigga said, y'all think I can't say nigga? Nigga.
I hate Logic.
Yeah, I might hate this nigga the most for real.
When everyone started beefing, someone was like, "I've had enough," and blocked Logic.
No, when people start beefing and they block Queen Asia, that shit be killing me, bro. They be like,
Anything
JT and
something
Nicki
happened?
Minaj won't shut up. And it'll be Queen.
It's Queen Naja's fault.
Oh, y'all niggas are funny,
Yeah.
man. That's not how I was expecting this show to start. But salute to Chris Brown. I have nothing negative to say about you ever for as long as I live. Quavo, shake back, player. Just don't respond, bro. Because clearly
Just
he's
take
willing
the
to
L.
take this somewhere. I don't think you want to go right now, my brother. Protect your mental health. Just stay rich.
Protect your physical health.
It's even funnier because Chris Brown,
Protect your physical health.
all of Chris
God.
Brown's like incidents, we all know about them.
Yeah.
So it's like really nothing that Quavo can say to come back.
Listen,
Bro.
I don't support domestic violence, but he said you hit that bitch too.
We saw the video.
Yeah, he said you be hitting bitches too. Like what you mean, nigga? Like, I ain't the only one,
Bro, like, what type of rap beef is this? Like y'all beefing over a girl y'all both beat up? Like, what is happening? What is happening?
No, he put his hands on Sweetie. Y'all didn't see that video of them in the elevator? Like, I guess she was trying.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I
I
did.
saw that and I was like,
Yeah,
y'all are just like regular people.
Oh, I thought you was about to say Solange and Jade. But
No.
Shout out to Solange.
I didn't say that. Hov, my fault.
Yikes. Never mind.
We have some other stuff to get to that involves rap beef as well. Do y'all want to start with? But do y'all want to start with we still don't trust you? Or
The
the
fact
new
that there
Drake
are
song-
options.
the new Drake song are
Let's get into the beef. We already in the beef mood. Let's get into the beef.
All right, so Drake, a couple nights ago, I think it was Saturday night. It
was Friday night.
Friday night released another song, begging Kendrick to release a song, knowing Kendrick wasn't going to release a song because the pop girlies of all pop girlies is outside right now, Miss Taylor Swift. And he had an AI verse that he wrote from Tupac, and then he had an AI verse he wrote from Snoop Dogg, which we found out later he did get permission from Snoop Dogg, and then a third verse on his own. I personally enjoy the idea a lot. I think it's very fun. I believe Drake is... We had this conversation the last time you were here, and no one enjoys being Drake more than Drake.
Yeah.
Like, Drake is a character he understands. He is a
Yeah.
personality, a brand. Drake is not Aubrey, and Aubrey is not Drake. It is a completely different person. So I think the troll aspect... People keep talking about him using social media, so he posts a song on social media. People keep talking about his shit is AI. Kendrick had an AI leak. Drake had an AI leak, and all of this shit is AI. So we're going to play into that. We're going to play into the AI. I'm going to write 2 verses, and then I'm going to write a third verse that actually is good and tell you to come bring your pussy ass outside.
He said, you better have a quintuple entendre.
Quintuple.
Some shit I don't even understand.
Like, he's playing. Like, he's having a good time.
Yes.
Because these two niggas are not Chris Brown and Quavo. They
Yeah.
don't hate each other because of a real reason. They hate each other because they want to be the
Because they're
best.
both great.
And they're both great. And they think they're better than each other.
Yeah.
And they're so opposite. It's so, like, I know... Drake looks at Kendrick like, man, all that artsy shit, you can't do what I do. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm a
and
hit
Kendrick
maker.
is looking at my name. I'm painting real pictures and
Yeah.
real cohesive. You over here doing the numbers game with the little boy. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you guys feel? We'll leave it there.
That shit
love
was
it.
ass. My fault.
No, go.
Yikes.
I thought that shit was ass. I ain't gonna
Keep
lie.
going. All the way. It's from
Oh yeah, okay.
He said it, not us.
I'll be the guy. I'll be the guy. I'll definitely be the guy.
Twitter has been divided over whether they thought it was good
Yeah,
or
no,
ass.
please. This is getting posted.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is definitely going up. But I saw it like damn near right as it dropped, and then because I saw it on his Instagram, it said featuring Tupac and Snoop, and I was like, really? That no cap. That was my first. Like really? Like dead ass. Like my first thought was like, man, maybe he did an old song. Like that would be tough. Like that would be hard as fuck. Like okay, he found some old verses like that kind of fitted because Tupac was in a bunch of beef. Snoop was, like I was like okay. And then I heard Tupac voice. I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Like, that shit sounds terrible. Like, I can, aside from that, because the AI shit for sure is annoying right now. But aside from it just being AI, that shit sounds ass. Like, just sounds. Like,
I don't think it's supposed to sound like
good.
Yeah.
No, I mean like
because the main event is Drake's verse. He did that because Tupac is also from California, and
no, I definitely get the connection, but it felt like, oh, if I put Tupac and Snoop on the song, I'm gonna go crazy, and nobody in the studio was like, wait, hold on, like this shit might sound terrible. Like, why does Tupac sound like you?
All right, so let me ask you something.
No, I will
Would
say
you
that.
tell Drake no?
Low key right now, somebody should. No, you know what? I'll answer that. I'll answer no. I wouldn't tell him no.
Okay, exactly.
But my retort is, like in your opening point, you was like, these niggas don't hate each other. I'm not sure. Because if I'm Kendrick, like, this nigga is so, like, it feel annoying.
Okay, so my bad. Let me clarify that.
Yeah.
When I say they don't hate each other,
Yeah.
I mean they are not Kiss and Beans. They're not Pac and Biggie.
Oh yeah, it's not. They're not like let's
It's not
meet up
gonna
and
get
hurt
violent.
each other. Yeah, they're not like
it's
let's
not
meet up and
never
crash
gonna
out.
get
Each other.
violent.
These niggas do not fuck with each other. You'll never see them in the same building, same room, same being friends. None of that.
It's
They'll sit down
not. It's not like he
and-
gonna wake up like, all right, let's crash out. Let's crash out. Let's meet
But
up.
the
Let's
crazy
fuck it.
thing is back in the day, there's a video like when Drake did do interviews after Kendrick dropped Control. He was like, I mean, we're not enemies. Like I see him, dap him up, we talk. Hey, how you doing?
But then there also was an interview that got scraped from Sports Nation with Marcellus Wiley, where he went in off on Kendrick and talked about.
No,
how much
I
he
remember
hates
that.
him.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
I think they had to keep it political correctness because they were both ascending to what they are now. I think now that they're at the pinnacle of what they can be,
all bets are
the
off.
beef, all bets are off.
And what happened with that clip was he kind of took a shot at the West Coast, so they scraped all that footage because he was basically like, "This nigga make music for Compton, I make music for the world" type shit.
Yeah.
And then
That would have gotten violent.
Yeah, and then, he was still moving around with the game and shit at the
yeah.
time. But
I like the diss.
I
thought it was good.
Go.
I
Continue.
think just simply because it is Drake, like that's the most Drake thing to do.
I definitely thought
Is like
it's entertaining.
Let's
but
see
like,
how petty I can be, but then also remind you guys towards the end if you get through that. I still very much can rap.
It's definitely entertaining, but
And
And the fact that Snoop Dogg allowed that to happen, because everyone for a while, and it took him a minute to say something, but everyone was on the internet like, Snoop Dogg he would never give permission for this. Snoop Dogg is California. And I'm like,
Snoop gonna go get it back. Snoop is not
you be
turning
so
down the
high.
listen,
Honestly,
shout out Snoop, shout out the West Coast. It's nothing you can't pay Snoop Dogg to do.
that's a fact.
Snoop Dogg has been rich since 1995.
And it helps because he's so
And
marketable.
he has never worked a job.
That's hard.
And he hasn't dropped the album in
That's hard.
He hasn't dropped the album that people was like, oh my God, Snoop is dropping
Yeah.
an album in 15, 20 years. And it's still as relevant as any rapper on earth right now.
yeah.
But like
Marketability wise.
like why are you in Tupac voice joking about you like texting Millie Bobby Brown? Like, why are we joking about something that's about to be a real topic in a second?
But
I
don't feel like is. I've said this before, and this is not because of how much I do love Drake. I don't know him at the end of the day. So when people be saying stuff about him, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't put anything past anybody. I just feel like, honestly, when you get to be so rich, you probably are doing weird shit behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
All of them rich-ass niggas do that.
sure.
But
which is why I don't speak on that.
I don't think it's weird.
Them niggas is weird.
The fact that he
They're weird.
the texting Millie Bobby Brown thing, even she was like, I mean, he just gives me advice.
That's weird though.
How is that weird?
How
If you're
many
like
13-year-olds do you text?
I don't know any 13-year-olds. But
And how much older are you than Drake?
I'm younger than Drake. But you said
not.
how much older am I?
Than Drake? Yeah, you are not younger than Drake.
Drake is
I mean, you're not older than Drake. Drake like 30, right?
Drake is like 35.
You said how much younger are you than Drake? How much older are you than
Yeah,
Drake?
you like we're younger than Drake.
Yeah,
And we
you
don't
said
text
older.
no-
You said how much older am I than
yeah.
Drake?
Everybody he misspoke and it confused you.
Oh yeah,
He was
like,
I understand.
when was
what
I
he
older
said.
than
Okay.
Drake?
Drake,
How old do you
10
think I am?
Drake 10 years older than us.
Yeah.
Almost
I
15.
mean, I just don't think he really. I don't know. I just feel like if it was weird, like if the sentiment was weird, if they were to like, you know how like old niggas are, like they be like, it starts off cool and then it's like, yeah, so
And then it got to
you want to come over? Yeah. Like I feel like she definitely would have nothing to lose by exposing him if
That's
that were
true.
the case. Because I mean, Justin Bieber is not that much older than us, but he's 30, and Billie Eilish is younger than us, and he texts Billie Eilish and hangs out with her all the time. Like even when she was 16, giving her advice about how to maneuver in her career.
I
think it's less weird for people because it's Drake.
I could wrap my arm like Billie Eilish giving, you know, and Justin Bieber's like, you know, he was a child, like he was one of the first child pop stars, you know, navigating through his career. Like, why is Drake texting the actor from Stranger Things? Like,
I don't know. I just feel like if they're like texting all day, every day, that's very weird. But if it's
she
like
called him her bestie, like
but,
it's crazy. I didn't even want to hit like the Millie Bobby Brown because like that was the whole thing. Like, fam, like you're on stage kissing underage women. Like,
now that video was weird.
That's what I'm saying.
I did
This
see
is
that.
the
That
thing.
was crazy.
That's my thing. This is
That
a
was crazy.
thing, and you're trying to get ahead. That's what's making me so mad on Twitter. Niggas like he's getting ahead of it. Oh, he's doing the 8 Mile thing. And my first thought was, yeah, that's some white people shit.
That is
8
white
Mile.
people
That's some
shit.
white people. Oh yeah, bring it up first. No, do not bring it up. Don't bring up something that's very like that is coming. Like that's the next step. Like don't throw Tupac voice filter on it. Like it's just some. Oh yeah, he said it on the Button podcast. It must be true. Like no, fam. Like this has been a thing for a decade, dude. Like,
I agree with the sentiment around this particular subject. I hate that he said that.
Yeah.
I think that was the only part of the
I do
song.
think that was corny.
I think it was corny to do. Like that was the only thing. I didn't think the AI shit was corny because, like I said,
He
this
should
is
have picked
fun
a
for
different
him. Like,
topic.
He's having a good time.
Yeah.
This is entertainment for him.
Yeah.
Drake is getting a lot of that
Enjoyment.
post has 2 million likes right now.
Yeah.
That Drake got paid money to post that.
Yeah.
Drake, like this is a business. This is entertainment. All of that. So. That is the reason why I'm okay with like letting the AI shit go because I'm completely against AI not using people's voices without their consent.
fuck AI.
But for that one specific reason, I'm okay with it. But the shit with trying to get ahead of that aspect of the beef is like that's super lame. Like just let that part go. As you said, that's some white people shit. Like it really is.
Just let it happen.
Just let it happen.
They like chestnut checkers. No, fam. He just
No,
he talking
no,
under,
no.
like he just said it. Like what are you talking? Like that is super.
Yeah.
It's frustrating for sure because my first reaction was this shit ass, but it's Drake, so we gonna rock with it, right? And that's literally what I saw. Like going through the timeline, it was like half, like you said, it was divided. Like half niggas was like this shit at let's say 50, 25, 25. 25 was like, oh my God, it's AI. I'll never listen to it ever again in my life. Like and was just heartbroken about that. 25 was like, man, that shit ass. And the other 50 was like, oh yeah, that's Drake. Like, and that's definitely like the reception I was kind of thinking. But every day, like every time I think about it more, it get a little cornier for me. Because it feel like, let's see if I could get a quick react. Like niggas like he's trolling Kendrick.
But
Kendrick
also,
don't use social media. You're not trolling Kendrick.
But also in the last song, he said, "I get more love in the city that you're from," which is crazy to say, considering he's from Compton and Cali niggas don't play about Cali niggas.
Exactly.
But the
I don't
fact
think he
that Drake was,
I don't think he was talking to Kendrick about that.
oh, I thought he was. I thought it was either him or The Weeknd.
I thought he was talking about the weekend.
I thought he was talking for all them niggas personally.
No, honestly,
I
both,
think he was talking
both
about
could
them
be
niggas.
true.
Yeah.
But saying that specifically to Kendrick because we know where Kendrick comes from and like the shit that surrounds Compton, the fact that he was able to put that out and could probably step foot in LA or wherever tomorrow is crazy because you're not from there.
Drake moves like the president. Nobody can get to Drake.
Drake worked with the minister of security in Canada.
That's why like Drake can do what he wants to. That's why I had the conversation.
It pisses me off,
with one of my homeboys that's from LA. Salute T. I asked him because I always did think it was peculiar that no one ever really jumped off the porch to Kendrick. The Cole, nobody jumped off the porch to Cole made sense because then this was before the apology that you did. Remember when you apologized, J. Cole? What the fuck?
Not to cut you off, but seeing that live was crazy.
You were there. We got to get to that. I'm so glad I forgot about that. We'll get to that.
We have to.
But Cole made sense. He don't bother nobody. Drake has went toward everybody. If you was at the top, you got shot at. It maybe like Lil Wayne was at the top and got shot at and was too high to really do anything.
He responded a couple times. Him and Ho shot at each other for a while.
Yeah, him and Ho shot at each other.
The fact that he just dropped a song with Thug is crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Free Thug.
Free
but yeah, him and Ho shot at each other. But I meant Wayne didn't go to war with nobody at the top is what I meant. But like Drake went to war. Nas and Hov was at war. Yeah. The guys at the top go to war. So I've always wondered why no one ever jumped back off the porch to go at Kendrick. Yeah. And then I came to the realization last week and I was like, oh, you can't go nowhere in L.A. No more if you do that because that's L.A.'s golden boy. Yeah. And it makes perfect sense.
Niggas thought they wasn't going to see me, huh?
You feel me? And that's exactly why I think Drake is at the point where it's go time to go at Kendrick because you can't touch Drake no more.
I think, and I really felt like this as like, I thought this like 20 minutes ago because, I be brainstorming over here. And you asked me, would you have told Drake no? And I really think Drake has made a couple of mixed steps this last couple weeks that he'll want to change once it's over.
Go over them.
I think whether or not he leaked his first song or was it leaked, I think that I don't think it came out the way he wanted to come out, having to release it twice, And I think with this shit right here, with the AI, with the one verse, I think he's kind of teeing himself up for real.
It got released twice in one day too, which was crazy.
Exactly.
And I don't know why people were debating on if Push-Ups was AI because it just was too specific, like the mannerisms, like the sigh at the beginning, like it was clearly
I was
Drake.
a little iffy because it's crazy because me and Daniel talked about this like it was nowhere. That was my thing. It wasn't anywhere. Like all his other disses are immediately out. And then even the first day when it leaked, like it leaked and then it was ass. And then we got the real one from Academics, and that one was cold.
You thought the first one was ass?
No, just the beat and shit was like it wasn't done. Like,
the beat was better. Yeah. The beat was better the second time around, but I wish he had kept some of the lines that he had in the original one, like that shit about Diddy. Why did you not? Well, I know why he probably didn't keep that, but
like it wasn't finished. Like it just you could tell
it was like a rough draft.
Ready. Like it leaked for real. And then we got the finished one, and then it kind of just. Like 2 or 3 days went by and we didn't really like he talked about it on Instagram, but like we didn't hear it anywhere. We didn't see it anywhere.
They were playing that shit at the club.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like it was out, but like it wasn't nowhere to be found. Yeah. So I thought that shit was weird, but I don't know.
I think that's a very Drake thing to do as well, though. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone in his team leaked the song originally.
I think he was baiting a response.
Just to, like, get people talking, because everyone is like, okay, Drake, like, come on, it's been, like, 3 weeks now.
He's been baiting a response. He's trying
So now that you got people talking, let me actually give you guys the mastered version on Academics.
Kendrick and his team leaked that song. Because...
Plot twist, it was Metro.
Exactly what you're saying with Drake and how he releases his songs. 2 things. That song was never coming out before Friday because of streaming numbers, and Drake is the streaming darling. And no, that song was not coming out in the middle of the week. But I do think it was a realistic chance that song was going to come out like Saturday at noon because 6 days of streaming for Drake is
7 for everybody.
7 for everybody. Yes, exactly.
That shit dropped on, like, that was crazy.
Yeah. So
Saturday in the middle of the day.
Saturday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He sent it to Ack, and Ack played it.
Yeah.
And I do think Kendrick messed that up. I think they're playing chess behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that's why, real quick, you said Kendrick doesn't be on social media. Of course he doesn't. But he sees everything.
Yeah.
Kendrick sees everything.
Yeah. His ear is definitely tapped into
he
the
definitely heard it. He definitely heard it.
So that is where I think that Drake did. I think Drake. That was where I was going. I don't think he did that, because I think he knows the effect it would have had if he would have just dropped this on his IG, if he would have just sent it to Ack, and Ack was like, yo, I'm going live in 30 minutes with the Drake disc. He just sent it to me, showed the DMs and everything. I think Drake, out of anybody, understands how social media, how entertainment, how the news cycle works. And his team around him obviously understands that he's been a social media darling for 10 years now. So that is why I'm saying there's no way possible that he leaked that song himself. I 100% think that was a Kendrick. Yeah. So what would be the other misstep you had, though?
I think this song right now, because I think the last week, my takeaway, especially from the second song, was he does not know what Kendrick is doing next. Mm-hmm. Because this whole week, every single day, we got a different thing from Drake saying a different thing from Kendrick. First, it was when he sent Act the song, he done had a song for 4 years. Mm-hmm. Drop it. Then during the week on Instagram, he says, oh, he doesn't have anything to drop. Mm-hmm. Then he's asking this nigga, like, now, get in the booth. When are you dropping? I legit think he does not know, and I think that is why he's still doing shit. And I think at every day that Kendrick doesn't do anything, that shit is fucking with him because he does not know what's next. That's why
I don't think it's fucking with him. I think Drake is so confident, like, at this point, and you could tell that, like, he's been waiting for this moment we've all been waiting for this moment for like 10 years. Yeah. So I don't really think Drake is as worried as he should be. I would say that. I think Drake has gotten to the point where he's just so cocky that, like, he just...
Drake is Teflon at this point.
But Kendrick really has the ability to destroy him. Like, lyrically.
The leak song, again, I don't think was his fault, so I'm not going to count that as a misstep. The AI song, I think, is a misstep. Yeah. Because I think Kendrick can turn that in a way where it backfires on him.
Yeah, I agree.
If he would have released the song at not the song, but the verse at the end as, like, just a 1 minute on his story or posted it and be like, where you at? Come outside and just talk for a little bit longer at the end, that would have done him better than putting 2 AI voices on there. Because think about the angle everybody is at with Drake right now. You a white boy, you fake, you was supposed to be with us, we brought you in, showed you the game, showed you the ways, taught you how to be cool, taught you how to get the hoes, how to get the bad hoes, and now you using all of that shit against us and acting like we not the reason that you got here. You climbed to where you were. And so now with that perspective, Kendrick has that ammunition that Ross has given him, and on top of that, now you're using AI and you're using dead rappers. You don't even give a fuck about this genre. You don't even give a fuck about boom, boom, boom. It's how you can. Everything in rap battle is how can I paint this to the audience, and the way Kendrick will be able to paint what Drake did will further the point where have with Drake is that he don't give a fuck. He a snake. He's slimy, and he don't care about this rap shit for real. He just want to be a pop star.
Like,
and be with this.
Like using Tupac voice to call Kendrick not tough is a misstep to me. Like, because you're not tough. And at the end of the song, I really like, and you mentioned the quintuple thing. I love that part. Like we just talking, it's hilarious, but it's a lot of information to be gleaned in that little. It better be a quintuple. I know you in that New York. Like, he's trying to set it up where no matter what Kendrick do, it's not going to be enough, and it's not complete opposite. Because niggas are going to be so happy Kendrick dropped, it might go 4 hours before anybody really care about the words. like niggas are going to be so hyped that, oh my God, Kendrick dropped. But what Drake is trying to do is like, oh, it better have this, or it better be that, or you've been working on it for 4 years. Like, he is trying to it feel like he's trying to brace for impact. That's how I heard it. Like, that's how I really feel. Because I don't, like, in a beef with somebody else, he would never talk about anybody else like, oh yeah, that shit better be hard. Like, he wouldn't, like, but acknowledging how good they are as a writer. Like, he didn't do that shit with Pusha T.
But Drake doesn't really beef with anybody that... Okay. The only person that Drake has beef with, I will say, from what I can remember, that was significant enough, is that can actually, like, lyrically keep up with him. Yeah. Other than Pusha T. The only other person has been Meek Mill, and it's like...
Button, too? But he didn't really want to respond to Button. He didn't want to respond to Button, yeah, but...
He would have lost that, too, by the way.
In my book, he did. Shout out Wake. But shout out Jersey. Let's just shout out Jersey.
Shout out Jersey for sure. Wake is crazy, by the way. Wake is crazy.
Yeah, it feel like he's trying to brace for what's next. Like
I can see that.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question then. Do you guys think Drake is scared of Kendrick?
for sure.
And if you think Drake is scared of Kendrick, do you think Kendrick is also scared of Drake? And if you don't think Kendrick is scared of Drake, then where is he?
I don't think Kendrick is scared of anybody.
I don't think Kendrick is scared of Drake. I
don't think Drake is scared of Kendrick either, though. But I mean, I think he should
Scared
be.
may be the wrong word. Do
I
you
think he should be.
Drake is fearful of what Kendrick can do to him. Pause.
Yeah, 1,000%. I think
Internally, yes. I don't think he'd ever admit it though, because he's so
Of course not.
cocky
No,
and like.
this is not something.
But just the way that Drake moves, he doesn't move like he's fearful of what Kendrick could do. But also because Drake just doesn't acknowledge that anybody else deserves to be at the top but him.
I'm more so asking this question in reflection of his past antics this week, his antics this past week, because I think Ish is onto something. I don't think all of the posting and the egging on for him to respond is just because Drake is Drake and he wants to be funny. I do think the AI has a lot to do with that. I know I said that earlier. I do think the AI and the second song has a lot to do with Drake being entertainment, being fun. Yeah. But the post, where you at, the constant he posted
sending the OVO niggas to make sure that Kendrick verse is fake, like really making sure,
yes,
like
really
they on the phone, like you sure it's AI?
Yes,
he like they like damn,
yes,
all right,
yes, all of that, and then posting his managers, just the consistent use of poking at him through social media, knowing he doesn't directly see these posts, is making me think that he wants Kendrick to rush a response, so it's not as calculated as Kendrick will want it to be.
Me and Nelson were talking about that the other day. Yeah, that's definitely what he's doing, because he's trying to, because like we said, everybody's playing chess behind closed doors. He's definitely trying to like egg him on so he seems like a bitch for not responding, so he just puts something out, and then Drake probably already has another diss ready that's probably fire,
he does.
More fire than a rushed response would give. But Kendrick being silent, I feel like Drake also doesn't get to do that because he was quiet as fuck for weeks, just posting
I do think Kendrick's point. I think to Drake's point, where I will defend him on that, is Future had another album coming, and you don't know what that's on the album. So Drake dropped the day after Future's album came out, so I can chalk that up to you was just waiting to make sure it wasn't nothing else you was gonna need to respond to.
I'm not sure because
he called The Weeknd gay. I really need someone to elaborate on that information, because
have you seen
it doesn't shock me at all. I've seen The Idol, so it doesn't shock me at all.
I'm a Weeknd guy, but he got off on that shit. He said Cash Floyd able out here tricking.
Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas.
What the fuck?
Jeff's wits changed wicked.
Like the bars alone, but I was at that shit in the headphones. He said, shit for bitches, he doing for niggas. What the fuck?
I was like, what do you mean by that?
In the background, like, what? Like, he doing that for niggas?
Nah,
like,
he cold.
Yeah.
Nah,
but
is cold for sure.
I don't know, because it's a little bit of both for me, because when the Kendrick like that shit came out, it was talk like Drake about to drop, and then he did push-ups. He said it took like him about an hour and a half, but niggas said they had heard shit before that.
See, and I was speaking to that point. I think Drake recorded the nuke before he recorded push-ups.
Okay.
I think Drake.
He's waiting for that.
I think Kendrick and Drake both knew exactly what the nuke was.
Yeah.
I think the minute and a half around before we get to the climax and after the climax is what they're trying to figure out to add to the song. I think before this happened, I think the second like that was released, Drake and Kendrick both had the nuke. I don't think Kendrick jumped off the porch like that without the nuke for Drake.
Because you can't do that.
Exactly. That's my point.
He was talking crazy on that song.
You can't jump off the porch like that with no backup plan.
Yeah, no. That can't be your only form of. But I don't think it would be that hard for Kendrick to
Cole, I can understand him having the confidence with Cole to do that, but with Drake, you're not jumping off the porch.
I think he definitely knows. Like, of course, he done had this shit. Like, mentally, for sure. I think he know what he want to say per se. I don't know if it's like finished or like completely done, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made that verse and then he knew what was next. But I don't know if it was completely done per se, just because like how we don't trust you. Like
you're talking about the second song.
Yeah, like his second song, like for Kendrick. I don't know because like how the album process went for Future and like Metro and like how the album kept changing. Like I'm not like we that's what's so funny about Kendrick being so quiet. We still know nothing about like that. We still don't know when he recorded it.
We know it was 4 different verses for it.
Yeah, but the thing,
least.
yeah, but we
At
don't know
least.
when he put his verse down. We don't know how long they've been sitting on it. We don't know anything about like just that side.
Okay.
Shout out Kanye. He started talking since he went over there, but like we haven't heard anything from Kendrick or anything to know. But what Kanye said earlier today was, I think, it's just interesting. That was like, oh, this was the vibe. Like, okay, this was fuck Drake. Like, okay, it wasn't like, oh, you know, let's just get it. Like everybody in there hate that nigga type shit. Like,
Yes.
I think that's so sassy though.
I
Like,
fuck with it.
I like it because I'm getting new music, but it's just like, why couldn't y'all do
I
this
wish
on
he-
your own songs?
I definitely wish he didn't say that personally. I definitely.
And did you see the interview that Kanye did?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. They said
Bro,
interview.
that shit, I saw it this morning. Why is it an ad on my Instagram? Like,
That's funny as fuck.
that's so
'Cause he's a
weird.
billionaire.
And he was like, yeah, Future asked me to hop on. You guys are like actively recruiting people to
fuck
sit
it.
around and talk shit about
Yeah.
another grown man. Like, that's kind of
Look,
gay.
I don't know if I believe that, but continue.
I don't think that's true either. That don't sound like some shit.
Well, Kanye also just be talking, so.
Kanye be talking, bro, and y'all just gotta let Kanye talk.
Kanye just be saying anything. But I do, shocker, big surprise. I do like himself interjecting into this beef right now.
I was waiting for him to tag himself in. Like, I knew he was coming.
I
He said,
like
"Oh,
it because,
y'all
like-
dissing Drake? Pick me."
Like, because he added an element that Drake had covered up until this point. He had this base covered. None of y'all niggas richer than me. None of y'all getting bread like me. Y'all label shit ass. Y'all can't fuck with me. You can't say that no more. And for all week, all fucking week, I heard, yo, Drake masterminded this record label shit. He got everybody masters.
Isn't Drake selling his masters now?
Drake sold his masters. And Rick Ross can't say you sold your masters for a little bag because $400 million not a little bag to Rick Ross.
Damn.
But Kanye West,
400
the
million is
billionaire,
crazy.
can say, "Oh yeah, you sold that shit for 400 M's for a lifetime deal." That's fucked up because 400 M's to him not a big bag. So now, like that rich nigga shit you're talking, it's another like it do feel like they teaming up. Like, oh yeah, we went and got the Drake stopper,
The richest one.
We went and got PJ Tucker. We went and got the Drake stopper. Like, oh yeah, your bag crazy to those niggas type shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Stay with me because it's a lot here.
Stay with me.
I hate Kanye interjecting himself into this beef for everybody else's sake around him. Personally, selfishly as a fan, I love it because new music from
Agreed.
Kanye West of amazing.
And it was actually good.
No,
So
that
that's
shit
what it
sucks.
was.
What?
That verse is terrible.
Fuck out of here.
Well,
But
Fuck
the bar, I will say the bar is just not very high for Kanye
that
right
shit
now.
was hard.
that shit is bad.
The beginning was hard. The rest of it was like.
I like the beat. His beat change.
No, the
is
beat
always
was
amazing.
godly.
I would never.
The first
ever
few bars,
say
like the
anything
Sean
about
John
beat,
tank top, and then Metro posted a picture of him in the Sean John tank top. That was hard. But
Pluto
the
Super
last half of
Bros,
the
they
verse
hit,
was
like,
kind of
Metro
bad.
beats. I thought that shit was hard.
I thought it was. Hold on.
Shock value.
I still hold Kanye West to the standard of a rapper and not a Kanye West in 2024. So in Kanye West
That's
in
fair.
2024, sure, that's a good verse. Kanye
That's
West,
fair.
the rapper that we know him as, that's not a good Kanye West. It wouldn't be in the top 200 Kanye verses we've ever heard.
I mean, yeah, but
I respect that. That is
That's
very
what I'm
true.
saying.
That's why I was saying like the bar is not high for Kanye. right
I don't
now.
think it's like one of Kanye's best songs, but I think for what it was, like what was like the whole song was for that Lucian bar. That's how I feel. The whole song are for those Lucian Apple Music Soldier Master bars.
But I think that shit is lame because we don't know the inner workings of Drake's deal for real to say that that's a bad deal. If he got $400 million for half his masters and he still has 50% of his masters, that's a good deal. If he sold at 60-40 and he gets his masters back in 15 years, that's a good deal. So we don't know what the
that is definitely
intricacies of the deal is
Yeah.
because Kanye West just said Lucian Fox your daddy.
No, I definitely agree. Like the 400 million is not the that's not the part. The lifetime deal shit is the part. That is like that. I don't care how much it was. A lifetime deal as an artist, like that is a bad deal.
I completely disagree with that. If the number that you are going to get off of that lifetime deal is more or equivalent to what you would have made without the deal. Kanye is anti-deal. Kanye is anti-organization.
We know.
Kanye is anti-master.
Fuck
Kanye
Adidas.
is anti
Fuck Yeezys.
anything that has anything to do with somebody trying to tell him what he cannot do.
Yeah.
So he is going to paint Drake's deal as this is stupid.
Because he would never
bad,
do it.
Because I personally would never do this. But the deal that Drake got, probably 95, 97% of artists wish they could get something of that aspect.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's just a crazy point to make when we don't know the actual paperwork.
Justin
behind
Bieber sold his masters for way less. And I don't remember the amount, but when I saw it, I was like, that's a small amount of money.
But was it for his whole masters or was it for like a quarter of it? Because Lil Wayne sold his masters for Lil Wayne sold Young Money's selective songs, select like Bedrock and Every Girl
the
like
hits.
sold that part of his masters for $100 million. So it's ways you can split up your masters and not sell the whole thing and keep some of it. You can get your masters back after a period of time. So a lifetime deal.
What I would say about the Justin Bieber thing is, like, what part of like his masters was he able to sell? Because a lot of people don't own all their masters.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't remember the percentage of it, but either way, I just feel like just the level of star that he is. Either way, like
no, that's a fact.
Wasn't.
But he might have been. Yeah,
you saw that too.
He might have only sold like 25%.
Justin Bieber's master is worth $1 billion.
I think he sold it for like it was a small million.
But the reason I think it's such a big shot is because you just dropped a whole song about Kendrick dropping to give you 50. First of all, Drake didn't own all of his masters previously because he was coming off Cash Money, Young Money, and you just made a whole song about somebody else label drama. Like. He sold his masters.
He also said
didn't
like
own,
he's not getting extorted.
He didn't own 100% of his masters to sell in the first place. Like Drake might have sold the other 50% that he only had. That's one thing. Like he like because Birdman getting a piece of that, Jay Prince getting a piece of that. If he sold all he had left, $400 million and a lifetime deal, as a Kanye fan, from a Kanye perspective, he can 1,000% laugh at that.
But I don't think we know that to say that's true. That's my point. I don't think Kanye knows.
I mean, we don't know Kendrick. We don't know Kendrick.
I think Kanye
he's just fueled by hate.
But no. Drake points to Kendrick was you got to give top 50% of what you make. Kanye's point to Drake is you signed a lifetime deal. We don't know what that deal is. That deal may be a good deal. We know you giving 50% of your shit to Top for the past 7 years is not a good deal. That was the point Drake was saying. Again, I do think Drake was on Cash Money. He just got out of that. All of that. Of course, you can rebuttal with that point. Yeah. I agree with you. Everything you said was correct about how Kanye looks at it and how Kendrick should respond to it. I am saying from Drake's perspective, this is why it wouldn't affect me. Is how I'm speaking about it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, where I was going earlier when we first brought up Drake and Kanye was, I do like Kanye interjecting this. I don't like him selfishly because I kind of want Drake and Kendrick to be the headline. Yeah. But once Ross jumped in and everything has been kind of going through Future on the other side to start with, it's okay that Kanye is here because now we kind of have the Avengers versus Thanos really now because we really got the Iron Man of Iron Man now. And like you said, I think the point that what I've been trying to get to this whole time is you made the perfect point. Yeah. We got everything covered that Drake can come at now. Yeah. All right, now we got a nigga we finally got the nigga with as much, if not more money than you. Future, we got the nigga that got the bitches on lock. We got the nigga that got the hoes on lock, all the club records on lock. We got him.
A$AP Rocky took your dream girl.
A$AP Rocky got your dream girl. Kendrick Lamar rap better than you. Mm-hmm. And Metro, you don't got a producer like Metro. 40 nice, but he ain't Metro. Right. So that from that perspective, do you, now that we know that, I asked a question earlier, do you think Kendrick is scared of Drake? I mean, do you think Drake is scared of Kendrick? I want to rephrase that question now to, do you think Drake is fearful of the field? Not necessarily Kendrick specifically, but do you think Drake is starting to get worried about all of these niggas clicking up?
Well,
no. Go ahead. I don't think he is. I just think that Drake thinks that he, like, I don't know. Him and Kanye is this a whole different thing because their beef dates back further, and it goes outside of
That's
rapping.
why I think that's a reason to be worried.
I mean, yeah, but also like we were saying earlier, like Kanye West in 2024.
Yeah. See, this is why I like Kanye.
I feel like he's doing this. Also, Kanye is doing this to build hype for the next Vultures drop.
That's a fact.
That we do not want. Like,
1,000
we don't want that shit
1,000%.
at all.
He-
I feel like all
he
these
shouted
people are
out
jumping in
Vultures
for
the-
clout.
He shouted out Vultures on the song.
Was it Ty Dolla $ign on the song?
Yeah.
Yes,
he
he's-
talked
That's what I
about
thought.
Vultures. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But I don't think. See, the reason this is why I like Kanye jumping in just one more time, because Kanye is so like we talk about Drake being Teflon. Like Pusha T's right there, nigga. Don't say a fucking thing, cause he'll get back in the field. Metro just liked to tweet about Pusha T. That's why I like Kanye jumping in, cause it's not a fucking thing Drake can say. Cause if he open his mouth, the next Kanye verse is gonna be talking about Pusha T, and Pusha T gonna be on that shit. Because like we talked about, like how their beef goes back, their beef is intertwined forever. For Duppy freestyle and all that shit he talked about, like I don't think Kanye would just jump in just to get like that one verse off type shit.
I don't know, because Kanye is crazy.
I don't think Pusha T is doing this. I don't think Pusha T
Shit.
has any interest in doing this.
He already did what he needed to do.
That's why.
And
I think-
dismantled Drake.
I
So
think it's some stones you left untouched. And I think this is a stone you turned over. Yeah. You got what you needed from under the stone, and you turned it back over. We're not going to touch that again. I think, although I do think Pusha T is confident in his ability to beat Drake again, I don't think Kanye West calling Pusha T like, hey, we all mad at Drake. Come on. Be mad at Drake too with us. It's going to get Pusha T out of the bed, because I think Pusha T is arrogant enough. What did he say?
to know that
I'm
he
selfish.
already.
I want all of these curses. I want all of these.
No,
curses.
I definitely agree.
And I think that mentality from Pusha T, dog, I don't want you if all of these niggas want you to as
Yeah,
well.
he's
I
more of
want
a
you
one-on-one
by myself,
nigga.
One-on-one. If we going to do this again, it's going to be me.
No,
versus you and nobody else involved.
I 1,000% agree. But the reason I know Pusha T would have to step out, because if Drake responds, he's gonna say something about Pusha T.
I
If
don't
Drake
think he
responds to
would.
Kanye, he's gonna say something about Pusha T.
Drake has enough
He
to say
has
about Kanye. He doesn't have to, because just the
completely
same
disagree. No,
way
he does not have
that
to.
he doesn't have to, because if he had to, he would have dropped the song that he said he had. He didn't have that song. He has nothing to say to Pusha T, so he's not gonna bark up that.
No, that's the
tree.
thing. The song was about Kanye, and like you mentioned, we turned this stone over. It was a surgical summer. We had more to get to. That was just the first song. Like, he has this Kanye song. Like, he had the Kanye song that was going to end careers. It wasn't just about Ye. He wasn't going to get back on wax after Adidon and not mention Pusha T. Like, unless you think unless he would only respond to just Kanye. But
Drake and Kanye have enough shit that needs to be aired out outside
not
of
have to say
Kanye's
Pusha
like Twitter rants and stuff. Drake has enough. Like, he's been poking at Kanye, but then they did that concert together, and everyone was like,
he
"Oh,
son,
okay."
little bro.
And then after that, now
Drake
they're
did him a favor.
not cool again.
And we're gonna leave that conversation where it is, but Drake absolutely did him a favor with that set list, and I'll leave that conversation there.
He did that nigga no
Yeah,
favor.
because if Drake
But-
had picked the right
Bro,
songs,
Drake performed 20 songs on Certified Lover. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop
no,
it.
yeah, no, listen. I don't care what he performed. I don't care
Y'all
what
be
set.
freaking-
I don't care
y'all be
what set
forgetting
list he
who
would have put
Drake
together,
is, bro.
I,
Y'all
yeah,
be forgetting who Drake is, dog.
listen.
Yes.
Well, I know it's
all
20.
corny shit aside, like
Hey, I
Drake
know it's
is one of the
2024.
most-
He
dog.
running around with the titanium grill, is vultures. But let's not act like if they put 20 together and did them shits live.
That's where we're completely misconstruing my point. His 20 versus 20, I'm going Kanye every day of the week, and you know that. I am talking about in 2022 when Drake gets up on the stage in the middle of Los Angeles after the run he has been on for 7 years and performs 20 Certified Lover Boy songs instead of touching back to any of his classic shit so Kanye can get his shit off. That's so Kanye can get his shit off. Drake gets up on the stage. I love this guy. He was such a big... I hated you 2 weeks ago. Now I love you and you my biggest
I was telling
inspiration.
in the
Nigga,
chat-
we did this so you could get your shit off because J. Prince
Facts.
told me I had to.
I disagree.
That's exactly
and I
what
told
happened,
y'all
dog.
that. Oh God, I lost the point. Fuck.
I definitely think he picked the songs he did because Jay Prince made him for sure. But I don't think he wanted to play his best songs because of what they were going through at that time. Knowing how crazy Kanye is, how paranoid Drake is, he probably saw it this way a lot of niggas going into it saw it was, oh, they finna go hit for hit. Like, and he don't want that. He don't want the world to see that. He don't want the world to see that because it's not going to look good.
I disagree. You're saying that like Kanye would just completely wash Drake.
No, I don't think he would wash him. It's just levels. Like,
I just think that Drake knows he can hold his own because of the hits. Because even he could have played. It's not even the fact that he just picked 20 of his least favorable songs. He picked 20 of the most mainstream, most like.
Yeah, he played the Dirk shit. Like, I definitely think he picked those songs to spite Jay Prince, and he ducked the smoke. Like, come on, what?
But it would have been interesting to see their 20 v20.
He did Kanye West a favor.
It did make him look good, though.
Do you know who was at concerts in Los Angeles in 2022, dog? Not niggas that care about the college dropout and Twisted
You
Face.
crazy as fuck.
I promise you they not.
Have you
promise you not.
Nigga, go watch that concert again.
I
Go
promise
watch
you
that
not.
concert
And
again.
listen to the crowd when Drake comes out.
The crowd sounded louder for Drake than they did for Kanye?
Yes.
All right, I'll just clip it. I'll just clip it.
When they were announced, not the songs, because Kanye was performing better songs. I am talking about when
Drake came
was
out.
Announced.
Yeah.
They walked out together.
No, I'm talking about when he was announced to come on the stage.
Oh.
When it was his time to perform.
Yeah,
the crowd was louder and more energetic because we're here from Drake. Because he's the biggest artist in the world.
Wait. Drake got more fans than Kanye in LA?
Yes.
Okay,
in
yeah,
2022, he absolutely does.
Yeah, we just got.
I know who Kanye West is. I think Kanye West is arguably the greatest artist that has ever walked this earth. But who?
Beyonce?
I have seen. I said arguably. I don't think he actually. Arguably, I would have the argument because he's that good.
Respect.
But in 2022, with Drake fans. No, bro.
But the crazy thing is also,
I'm gonna leave it.
Think of it, 2020. But think of it in
not performing Drake's hits.
2022. If Kanye performed 20 songs from Donda and Drake performed 20 songs from Certified Lover Boy, Drake would have won that concert if it was a competition. But Kanye getting up there and doing his greatest hits, and then Drake comes up there and does his recent shit. It's like, okay, I'm gonna let you have it because you've been painting yourself in a bad light for years. Let's remind the people. Yes. X, Y, and Z.
And it was for Larry Hoover. We didn't want this to be a beef. We didn't want it to be a conversation. We wanted the conversation leaving here to be about Larry Hoover, great performances. We didn't want the conversation leaving here to be about Drake versus...
Kanye sold out 3 stadiums without Drake, with an unfinished album. He did not do him a favor. Like, we talk about Drake fans, Kanye fans are just as big. I'm not going. I'm hell no.
I am not saying...
They're just more delusional.
No, for sure. But like Drake fans are.
I don't know.
Drake fans are like
I don't know
wild.
If anybody edges, I think they're both crazy as fuck.
I think they're both crazy.
But I think
like Kanye sold out 3 stadiums without finishing the album. Like I don't want to. I just don't want to assume that in 2022, like concert wise, niggas going to shows that Kanye and Drake can't go toe.
But at this point, though, like seeing everyone who respects music wants to see Kanye West, and that's honestly, realistically, was the Donda shows was like the only times that we would be able to just like be in the same room as this nigga. Like, obviously, if he goes on tour now, I don't know why anybody would buy tickets for it because he's probably not going to show up. He's going to show up if he does, it'll be hours late. X, Y, and Z.
Niggas buy Lauryn Hill tickets still.
And I don't know why they keep doing
I was just saying, niggas still buy Lauryn Hill tickets.
But at least Drake's music, like, even though For All the Dogs is not one of his best projects, it's still like there's a reason that Drake fans act the way they do. Kanye's been putting out bullshit for years, and they still praise him. And they just
see. Listen. Because if you take Kanye last projects versus Drake last projects,
let's chill.
You have Donda over Certified Lover Boy.
Easy.
Quite easily.
Donda is too long.
That is
but there's too many features on it.
Hold on.
If you trim that shit,
it's too much good music.
So you're. This is the thing. The Donda version that is out on Apple Music, that's 38 songs. Yeah. Sure. Certified Lover Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I am talking about the original 20-song track list of Donda, not the part 2s.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the original 20 songs versus the original track list of Certified Lover Boy. Yes,
I just think a lot of the features on Donda are better than like some of Kanye's raps.
For sure.
Kanye raps like he doesn't need like he just be getting in the studio saying just straight. I just listen to his old music and I just know how high of a regard that I used to hold Kanye West in, and just watching the content that he's been putting out over the last few years, it's like the production is good. He'll have some good songs here and there, but like it makes me really mad as a fan of hip hop and as a fan of Kanye West just to see him just like. And then just his fans just eat it up just because.
No, I definitely think like Vultures definitely not best.
It was bad.
But my retort for the like
the best song on there is Carnival.
Carnival's crazy,
and everyone had a better verse than Kanye.
But that's my thing. Every single Kanye project that we've ever listened to, he's never had the best verse. Not a single one. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he may not have a top 5 verse on that album. College Dropout, Late Registration, every single album,
I'm about to look at
he's had someone on there go fucking bananas.
What's the Late Registration verse?
Hold on, let me look.
I'm looking now.
It's definitely Graduation is the one I would disagree with you on though. He has the best verse on Graduation. Nobody outranked him on that. Every other album though, you might have a really good point in that.
Paul Wall
This
drops
nigga
low.
really dropped Jesus is King in our faces.
Come on. It's a God. Come on, that's a gospel album. Like,
Kanye just be doing shit like just to do
he's
it.
45 though.
Here's
Hang it up.
Here's the thing.
He never gonna stop making.
Here's the
music,
thing, though.
I wish he would.
We have to stop holding these artists to our selfish standards because of the music they put out when they were the best artists ever on earth. Kanye West from 2004 till I will cut off at The Life of Pablo. I think The Life of Pablo is phenomenal. So from 2004 to The Life of Pablo,
I think the album gets hate unnecessarily.
13, me too.
That album is amazing.
That 13-year stretch, Kanye West dropped arguably the best rap music we have ever heard. He has, between College Dropout and Twisted Fantasy and Graduation, he has 3 of the 30 best rap albums ever in that span.
And I'll take that back. Graduation, he definitely does the best verse.
And yes,
Graduation
and
is
Watch
crazy.
Your Throne is the best collab album ever. In that 13-year stretch, he has been perfect. There's no other way to describe it. He's been a perfect artist. So I am going to give Kanye West the leeway and the benefit of the doubt to do what the fuck he wants to after he has left his prime. So if he wants to go be a gospel artist for 2 years, have at it. If he wants to go make Donda and make a DJ Khaled-esque album, have at it. If he wants to do a Ty Dolla $ign collab album, have at it. Do whatever you want to, because you never, as an artist, you never stop wanting to create. You never stop wanting to make music. You never stop wanting to be an artist as an artist. So I'm not going to put the limitation on him just to be like, hang it up. That's why I hate when people tell Lil Wayne to retire, because it's like, Lil Wayne gave y'all the best of his. Lil Wayne gave everything he had to music his whole life, but especially from the Hot Boys era into 2014. And now he's been rapping in the studio for 25 hours a day for 30 years straight. So his raps are a little bit lackluster. He's a little out of touch, but he is an artist. He wants to create. So let him create. I don't care if Beyonce is dropping albums when she's 70. She is an artist. Let her create freely.
But you see, we don't have Beyonce in these conversations about dropping lackluster projects this deep into her career.
Because Beyonce is still in her prime. Kanye West is not in her prime.
But my thing with Kanye is I get that, and I can respect that wholeheartedly. That's why I listen to everything Lil Wayne drops. Even if I don't like it, I'm still going to listen to it, like at least once or twice. But the thing with Kanye is you have the ability to produce, and you're arguably up there with the great producers of all time. If you must create, instead of just dropping shit just to drop it, even though it sounds bad, the bars are bad, I would rather you just produce, pick a person to co-sign, because he's always co-signing somebody, and produce a fire-ass album for them. I'd rather him, because I feel like he would still put out good beats. Like we've seen recently, he still makes good beats. No one can take that away from him. I would rather him do that in a creative aspect than just rapping bad.
I personally think that Kanye West should become DJ Khaled. I said that.
I agree. I
100% believe that selfishly.
And he has the power to do that.
I will never tell the billionaire greatest artist of all time that he has to stop rapping.
I think
he just needs to go
the
talk
DJ
to the
Khaled
lady.
thing, like it's cool. Like
he needs to talk to the lady.
It's a good idea, like for him to be DJ Khaled. But if I were Kanye West and a nigga told me to be DJ Khaled, I would take offense to that.
You feel?
Well, you can't tell Kanye
West.
anything.
100%.
But like the thing is, like Kanye will always be too big to ever be just a producer now. He will forever. Kanye's voice is too loud, even when he don't rap. And like, especially as a giant Kanye fan, like Kanye is doing so much shit. Whatever music come out, it comes out. Because Kanye, like we
It
talk
just makes
about,
me so mad.
no, but like we talk about Graduation, Life of Pablo. Like he spent years making these albums. He's not spending 2 years making albums anymore. Like Ty Dolla
But if that's
Sign
what you're
wanted to do
known
an
for,
album.
then why would you not keep trying to give
he's
out
not known for
quality
that no
to?
Because he's an artist and he doesn't care about that. Kanye West, in his eyes, all right. So let me tell you why, from Kanye West's perspective, in my opinion.
He needs to talk to the lady.
Kanye West, I am the
needs
greatest
to go to a
artist to
therapist.
ever walk this earth. And Kanye, there's not a doubt in my body that Kanye West believes he's the greatest artist to walk this earth.
Of
So
course.
if I believe that, and I believe I am the greatest musical artist to walk this earth, I can do what the fuck I want to. I made $1 billion.
But when Drake did
off
it,
shoes.
everybody gets mad at him.
No, but the difference is Kanye bought a Super Bowl commercial and didn't mention one song. This is not like Drake is an artist. All Drake bread come from artist shows, deals. Kanye made $1 billion off music. Like he doesn't. His life isn't music anymore.
That's why Rihanna doesn't. Everybody be talking about when is Rihanna gonna drop? Like
That's
Rihanna's not gonna drop any music. If I make $1 billion, if I've been making music for, I'm known as being an artist. I decide to step out and make a beauty brand. Everybody's making a beauty brand. I'm going to, and that shit makes me a billionaire. Why the fuck would I ever make music
And the
again?
Drake thing, I just like if Drake went 8 albums, 6 classic, that's different. Drake became Drake and did not produce to that level. Like, that's why Drake is still dropping every single year. Because he's still in his prime. He's still the biggest artist alive. Like, if this was 2010 and Kanye was doing crazy shit instead of dropping, that's like, Kanye is legit an entire generation before these niggas.
That's
it would
facts.
be like
He's in that Wayne, like
That's why I just wish he would just stop rapping. Like, I understand you want to and you want to put stuff out.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
It
I
depends.
just feel like if I were an artist, then I just feel like if I weren't putting out, I wouldn't want to just put out shit just to put it out
think
because I want to
I
create.
think everybody is different because Hove has that philosophy. If I'm not going to put out anything that means something to me, if I'm not going to put anything out that is sending a message to something, then I'm not going to put it out.
And I respect that.
Not everybody is like that. Like, we spoke about Wayne the other week, and it was like he can rap about anything. Yeah. So he doesn't have to have, like, his purpose is to rap. It's not to get a message across. I want to rap. I want to be an artist. I want to be free. And so he's going to do that until he can't rap anymore. Kanye West, I think, has that freeness about him, that free spirit about him where, dog, like, I'm Kanye West, dog. I don't, like, your opinion of my raps I don't give a fuck enough about to stop rapping. I don't care enough about how you feel about my music in 2024 to stop making the music and stop creating what I've loved creating since I was a boy. And that's my whole thing with these artists. Is like, dog, I think Hov still raps. I don't think Hov ever stopped rapping. I just don't think Hov wants to put the music out.
That's fair.
I was just like the same thing about Rihanna.
1000%.
I don't think Rihanna ever wants to stop. She
said the album is done.
I don't think she ever stopped creating. I think Rihanna probably got 2 albums worth of music she could actually put out if she wanted to.
Yeah.
I think the difference between Hov and Rihanna and Kanye West is Kanye West don't give a fuck, and Hov and Rihanna have careers and legacies they want to uphold, so they give a fuck. I just don't. I think it's a lack of giving a fuck by Kanye West, and I love it.
And, like, Kanye was never writing all those lyrics. Kanye was never writing
Not many
all the
people
lyrics.
all write.
No, but like Kanye had a lot of those verses, niggas are together writing with him.
Yeah, collaborative.
Yeah,
shit.
like you can tell he's not doing that right now. Like I 1000% feel if Kanye wanted to drop, like if Kanye was like fuck fashion, fuck all this weird,
probably
crazy
coming.
shit.
It's probably coming.
If Kanye wanted to drop 10 songs. And he got fucking all the writers in the room. He did the beats and he did the process. It would bang just like it did.
No,
but
it would.
But
It definitely
But
would.
I feel like he's writing that shit now, and I kind of like it in a different way, because it really all is him. So when he says some unhinged shit, that's really all him.
And that's concerning. Because them lines about Bill Cosby and other shit, I was like,
Yeah, he's
no one in
crazy,
the
bro.
no one in the studio could tell him like, hey, you can't tell Kanye West anything. But he's also just a bad person. So
Let's pivot. Let's pivot to Future. Grace wasn't here. Sorry about that. Grace wasn't here for the Future We Still Don't Trust You review. I don't think you gave a review of We Don't Trust You either. So let's speak on the Future albums before we
it's amazing.
get out of here.
10s across
We Still
the
Don't
board.
Trust You.
Amazing.
How do you feel?
Amazing. Like I might like it more than We Don't Trust You because I just love when Future gets into that I just want to be held bag.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so relatable to so
Yeah.
many people. And it's just like, even though you have all this money and like you have all these bitches, like you still kind of, at the end of the day, like I just want you out of myself.
Yeah, niggas hurt. Niggas hurt.
Hurt.
I love We Don't
it.
Trust
And
You.
the production, Metro is so versatile with the production because it's like there's no way you can produce that trap shit. And then you also you sample Boys to Men.
Yeah, like no.
Future was singing "End of the Road" on the album. That's crazy.
Nah, I love it. I like the Drake troll because there was a couple this Sunday. I love this Sunday so much.
This Sunday is good.
I don't know if it's better than was it Western Road Foes? I don't think it's better than Western Road Foes, but I thought it was a cool little troll. But I just love
Feel No Ways.
Feel No Ways.
Feel No Ways, yeah.
Yeah, Feel No Ways. But I just like I love melodic Future for sure. I love melodic Future. I love the Weeknd. Weeknd got a crazy like I like all that shit.
No, the Weeknd snap.
I ain't gonna lie.
I spoke on this on one of the videos I just posted about Future. Subscribe. All the bios, all the socials are in the bio. Please subscribe, like, comment.
Retweet.
I am so impressed with Future, dog.
Yeah.
Like, this album is so fucking impressive because this is not traditional rap or R&B music.
Right.
Like, it's like
It's different.
It's like he made his own genre of R&B music.
It's Hendrix.
That's the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like, it's Hendrix. Like, it's
Hendrix,
his.
bro.
Like, it's his genre. Hendrix is what I would call it, bro.
Yep.
This shit is so impressive. And as far as just his lyricalness and his lyrical ability and his flow are the two things that stand out to me on this project because and Future is not the most lyrical nigga in the world, but there is something to be said about every Future song you put on that is somewhat of a hit. It don't got to be the biggest hit in the world like Blow a Bag or something like that. Like, it don't got to be the biggest hit ever, but just a Future song that a lot of people know. There is a section of that song everybody's going to rap together.
Everybody.
It might be 20 seconds, it might be 5 seconds, it might be a minute. But there is some section of a Future song you're going to rap with everybody else when you're in the same room with them.
Yeah.
And that ability he has to be able to be lyrically catchy is one of one. And his ability to flow on these beats in pockets that, like, myself as somebody that's getting into rapping is like, dude, like, where in the fuck do you even think to find this flow? Like, how did you think of this? It's all of that is on this whole entire album. And again, every show probably for the rest of the year, I'm gonna say something about Metro. Metro,
it's crazy.
you are ridiculous. Metro, you are fucking
I'm
ridiculous.
glad you. I don't remember why I remembered this, but I wanted to tell you why I remember.
And Future, also, not to cut you off, he has coined so many phrases that we can use, whether it's been from his music or just in general, just him on the internet. Like,
I don't give a fuck if they real sisters, but
it's an evil world we live in.
it's an evil world.
She belongs to the street.
I'm good, love, and joy.
I know exactly what you meant when you said that shit about Cinderella. 1000%.
Cinderella is crazy.
I think I love Travis Scott's verse. I think like bars wise, one of his best
There's
verses in
nothing
years.
wrong with the verse.
That should
People didn't like it?
No. It should have been 2.5 minutes of Future.
It shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been on the song. Like I said,
It was so like
He could have been on the remix, maybe.
something like that.
Get that nigga an interlude.
Exactly.
Get that nigga
like
interlude.
fade it out into Travis Scott. And like he just
A minute and a half was not enough.
That beat was made for Future.
Exactly.
That beat was made for Future.
That's all I was fucking saying, bro.
Yeah,
That's
a minute-
all
And
I
what
was
you were
saying.
saying when I was over here the other day, shout out to 420, about Travis Scott. I never thought of it like that, but it makes so much sense. Like, damn near every verse that he does, they have to switch the beat.
Yeah.
So they asked me
him.
about the "Fuck the Club Up" remix, and with Nicki, Sexy Red, and Chris Brown and Travis.
Chris?
And I said I like the song, I love it, but I don't like Travis Scott on it. And it's a lot of the times I say this about Travis Scott is not because I don't like him. It's because when Travis Scott is featured on a song, we have to change the whole song around
that's
to
a
make
fact.
sure you can fit on it.
Okay,
and I
that's fair.
don't like when you do that for him specifically. Like when he's with Don Toliver, he doesn't have to do that. Some of the song he has with Offset, he didn't have to do that.
Right.
It's some sounds that fit him perfectly.
Yeah.
But I don't like when people are like, all right, we got this feel for this song, but we're going to change it all the way up because we need one of the biggest artists on the world.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
my only.
I never thought of it that way, but that's really true.
And I
That
wish
is
he
kind
would
of
just-
annoying.
I wish he would just get on the fucking song sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he can actually
He
rap.
can rap,
Yeah, I
bro.
just wish he would get on the song sometimes. But how did y'all feel? So, okay, especially because you're definitely like Yachty fan, tapped in super.
Little
I
bit,
had
little
no clue that Hours of Silence was a Yachty
Jumbotron.
song. Jumbotron.
I did.
I had no clue.
No, from the first time I heard it, that's why I don't know why people were so surprised. But
That's
like
what, everybody keep telling me, I had no clue.
when I first heard that, like I don't
I
know
thought
why
you was trolling when
people.
you first said you didn't have a clue. I thought you
No,
was trolling. When you first
when
said
I
you
heard his
didn't
ad libs, I was like,
trolling.
Yachty had to have
That sound
written
like
this
a Yachty-
song.
That sound like a Yachty song?
To me,
Yes.
What the fuck?
When I heard his ad
Y'all gotta send me
libs,
some more
literally,
Yachty
I
songs.
was like,
If he got some
Yachty
jumbo
has some
shit,
writing.
if he got some jumbotrons in his bag, y'all
Yes.
definitely gotta send me that.
yes,
if you have been tapped into Yachty's transformation, which you have not been, so this makes sense why you
Yeah.
don't feel this way.
but his transformation has been.
Shout out
That's
Caribou though.
Where you,
Oh, boy.
Caribou's in this bitch. But that's where you start. That's where you start noticing that sound, that jump, that bouncy sound in and out this specific pocket I'm in. I'm somewhat offbeat, but not really. It's that
And it
was
flows.
Yachty. And I heard it. The first thing you heard him on was Back Outside Boys.
Yeah.
That you heard his ad libs on that, and I knew he probably had something to do with that. And then I
Same.
heard Jumbo.
No, I definitely knew he helped on the album, just like sonically for sure.
No,
Like,
he has writing
beats-
credits on
Yeah.
a few of the songs.
Yeah, but I didn't know like to the extent
Okay,
that it
so
came out.
So
like I don't know why
Raw
niggas
Outfits
thought Drake
and
said
Chanel-
she vaping in my room. That shit lit up
The
like a
whole
glow
song,
lamp.
whole
like
song
the, like
was a little surprised.
like fam, that nigga Drake is getting off on that shit.
He's getting off
She
on
didn't
that
want to
shit.
eat it on the first date. That's
Yeah.
haram. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a bar. Like I wouldn't like,
Like-
that. That's, like it's like
almost 40-year-old Drake would not say she vaping in my room. That shit lit up like a glow lamp.
well, he
Like,
talking. To, no, all right, listen.
okay. Anyway. Going to hell.
Like I don't know. Listen, that it's a crazy song for sure though.
No, it is.
All
It
right.
is.
But the whole song.
No, that surprised me. That surprised me. Him being like him having a reference track didn't surprise me. But then when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is okay.
Speaking of reference tracks with Drake, with the discourse about people being outraged about the Jumbotron, I was like, have y'all never heard the demo version of Heated by Beyonce? Because that was Drake's song.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about okay.
I do think Drake being a rapper is hard, bro. Like because I think actually Drake and Future. While we're talking about him, Drake and Future's pens are very underrated. I think a lot of
Agreed.
people don't know that. Besides Body Party, everybody knows Future wrote Body Party, but Future has wrote other R&B songs. Future is a writer.
A lot.
A known writer. Future has been in the music industry since 2004. He wasn't just hanging around Killer Mike and Outkast, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Future is a writer. Future is an amazing song maker. And
Mm-hmm.
so is Drake.
Sometimes you probably just get tired.
Unfortunately, as a rapper, your whole career is built on you thinking of this and you being able to lay this down and being able to make a song out of the words you came out. So when you hear that somebody is writing for a rapper, it's like, oh my God. But I don't really care that Yachty wrote Jumbotron.
See,
either.
If I found out when Yachty wrote Rustin' Road Flows, I'd be pissed off.
See, but this is
You
see,
feel
but
me?
see,
Or 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Like,
Yeah, like-
we
See,
would have to
this-
have a discussion.
But this is why I asked. Because Ross on IG has twice said, "Who do you think wrote this?" On 2 different Drake songs. The first one was the Travis Scott
Sicko Mode.
Sicko Mode,
Yeah.
which that one I'll even shoot that a pass. It's Sicko Mode. It was gonna be #1. It was gonna be a hit. Da da da. But the other one was an album cut, and it was what was it? Nonstop. And there's some bars on Nonstop. Like the reason I bring it up.
I'm light-skinned,
but I'm still-
Okay.
Exactly.
But I
Fuck
wouldn't
you,
even be
Drake.
surprised if Drake wrote that one part.
He absolutely wrote
He
that.
wrote that. If
was
he
like,
didn't
nah.
write anything else on that song, he wrote
He was
that
like,
part.
it sound good, but it's missing something.
He was like, hold on, 40, let me try it this way.
Yeah.
He was like, I got it. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but that bar pisses me off so
I can't
bad.
believe he said that.
The
They
re-
be his
But I
concerts yelling
can.
that shit.
And
They
that's
be his
the
concerts-
sick part.
But I'm still a dog, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
And the
What does that mean?
and the reason I ask, because I don't believe in coincidence. Y'all know I don't believe in coincidence.
Me either. Especially
Everything
not-
happens for a reason.
It's a lot of it whispering out. Do you think? And this is just us guessing. Do you think part of that nuke is it's some real Drake shit we thought he wrote that he didn't?
1,000%.
1,000,000%.
Okay.
My only thing is like, especially with Rick Ross, for example, like you didn't seem to mind that he had ghostwriters when it was lining your pockets.
Yeah, no, Ross was one of them. Ross was a ghostwriter for Drake.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. But I'm just saying,
No,
like, now
definitely
you're exposing him. But when y'all were on #1 songs together, you had no problems with it.
No,
yeah,
that's
because
true.
Drake didn't have no problems with me.
That's true too.
That's fair.
He was a sending cease and desist
I did
to
see
my
a
homies.
video that of his baby mama, and she was talking about how he is always talking shit about Drake.
Oh no, you can't trust her. You can't trust her. You can't trust her.
I love her.
She's crazy.
We don't trust her.
I know she's crazy, but like I just love her.
We still don't trust.
Yeah, we don't trust her.
Still don't.
Get that yam off your face, nigga.
All
We
right.
ain't forget.
All right, a couple
You're sick.
A couple quick
You're
questions.
Get that yam off your face, nigga.
These are supposed to be quick. We still don't trust you, or we don't trust you. Which one is better?
We don't trust you, in my opinion. I think we don't trust you is a classic also.
Answer? We're going to come back to these conversations. I just want to get the answers out first.
Why would you ask me that? I would say we don't trust you is better, but I like we still don't trust you more. Like
Okay.
just as a whole, like I
okay.
think from top to bottom it's better, but we still don't trust you. It's just like the vibes are immaculate on there.
I was about to say I do think we still don't trust you is better, and this is from coming from someone who thinks we don't trust you is a perfect album.
Yeah.
So we still don't trust you is better than perfect is what I'm trying to say.
I think the content on We Don't Trust You is better, but sonically I think We Still Don't Trust You is more impressive.
Yeah.
I think the vibe of We Still Don't Trust You is carrying like the torch because it's perfect music, like it's perfect rap future, it's perfect Hendrix future as we just called it. I simply right now, I will honestly say I'm saying this right now because we're in the summer. Because it's summertime, the sun is out, and them songs that
Vibes.
come on, you play all to myself, driving through the city, and you taking it
Yeah,
off.
it's
You hear that
7:30.
motherfucker come?
It's
Taking it
7:30.
on,
Y'all done
taking
left the
it on.
restaurant.
Come on now.
You know, windows down.
After brunch,
Yeah,
Come on
like, I love. We
That's
Don't
why.
Trust You.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm going. We still don't trust you.
if I leave brunch and hear Gracious, I might get out the car while it's moving.
You feel me?
Lil Baby feature on We Still Don't Trust You. How did
I
you
was
feel?
very happy about
I'm
that.
very happy about it.
Okay,
Because
I'm
I
very
need that's Lil Baby's downfall has been the fact that he keeps trying to experiment with autotune when literally we just want him to rap.
keep doing what you're doing.
You weren't there yet. You hadn't got to that point
No,
where you
you
needed to do that yet.
haven't.
And that's you around Gunna and you around Thug and they doing all this cool shit with their voice you can't do, so you kind of want to try it. But it's like
We
bro,
only
like,
want that for like certain parts of the song or maybe one song on the
Yeah,
album.
He just don't got it yet.
he just don't. It's not there yet.
You
And that's
haven't reached that
bro.
point.
That shit is hard, bro. That shit is not easy to do, bro. Because Gunna don't get on beats like we paid and just start rapping. Like everybody has a fucking lane
pocket.
they're in, and you branch out of that lane after you've given us 2-3 albums in that lane. That's where I think he messed up. Is getting out of that lane too fast.
But did y'all hear that snippet he posted the other day?
Yes, it was good.
It was
scared to
actually
listen to this.
very
It
good.
was no the snippet. He
And I only listened to it because someone had quoted it and was like, yeah, what were y'all saying? So I was like, oh, okay, it must be good. Because I get scared every time Lil Baby previews new snippet. I'm like,
oh Lord.
fuck. Harassment.
All right, R&B Drake or R&B Future?
R&B Future.
I'm still thinking, so I don't really
No,
have
I'm
an
thinking
answer.
too.
I'm gonna say R&B Future.
I like R&B Future. Why you say R&B Future? Why?
Because I feel like I go to
Future
both
made
for
throwaway.
different things. Like when I really like Future's hurt is a different type of hurt than R&B Drake's hurt is. So it's like I would go to them for certain things. Like if I'm like really sad, I would put on Doing It Wrong.
Yeah.
But some other times, like you said, I would put on Throwaway.
You see, it's completely opposite for me. Like R&B Drake is like, you got a couple of bitches, you lost one or two. Like I still got bitches.
But that's relatable.
I like, yeah, it would still be
okay,
alright.
okay.
R&B Future is like, bro, even if you fucking that nigga, think of me for real. Like, don't do that shit. Like you know we locked in. Like
yeah.
like that art, like hate the real me. Like that's real, like sad shit. Like
I think I still might go R&B Drake.
Damn, I hate the real me.
Just because Drake's like deep R&B cuts, I literally remember where I was when I heard them for the first time, and it's just like, damn,
Shit, I don't
you
know,
just like
man.
me for real.
I don't know, man. Cameras.
I don't think
real
the gap
good.
is,
Cameras real.
Cameras real good.
Cameras is amazing, dog.
bro. Connect.
Cameras is cold,
Oh
bro.
my God,
Cameras one of my favorite Drake songs. Like,
Oh my
Cameras
I-
is my favorite
I
Drake
love.
song.
That's a good pick. I love Cameras.
Camera's good as
Cameras
fuck,
is number
dude.
one for me.
Oh my god! But
Don't you go getting married?
I don't know.
Don't you go get
what?
engaged?
You know what? I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna change my answer, man.
Cameras did it for me. He thought of cameras.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
The real her?
Nothing's into somethings. Nothing's into somethings.
That's a good one. I think I'm gonna go R&B Drake.
Yeah.
But here's the
The
caveat
gap is not
to that.
far, though.
You know, I suck at answering questions straightforward. So here's a caveat to that.
Same.
Future drops one more Hendrix
yeah.
album as good as We Don't Trust You.
Okay.
I'll probably
Okay, that's
switch my
fair.
answer.
That's fair.
But
You say you
Drake
got
been dropping R&B music since 2009.
You
bro.
said you
Like,
got
Yeah.
engaged on me.
Future
You couldn't even
shows-
say it. You couldn't even tell me. You had to hear from your friends.
Future has it like every other album. Like he'll have the R&B songs still, even on like the trap projects,
Yeah.
but he only has 2 like real R&B ish albums, but they're still kind of like R&B trap. Drake's R&B is like cuts
Real
deep,
R&B.
real
Yeah.
R&B.
Jaded.
Jaded is special,
Yeah.
dog. Jaded is special.
Shout out
Finesse.
Drake.
Sweeter Man?
Sweeter man. Yeah.
Finesse is crazy too.
Boy, that boy cold.
After Dark,
Yeah.
That boy cold,
they
man.
be having Ty Dolla Sign in the
After Dark
sweatshop.
sucks.
What?
I don't know.
Do you hate
I
that
don't-
song, too?
I don't know.
I don't like After Dark.
I'm not a big fan of After
I don't
Dark.
like Scorpion.
I don't like Scorpion.
I don't either, but there are some good songs on there.
Okay.
That album's pretty
What was the
bad,
last question
but,
I
like-
had?
I like
Oh,
Jaded though, Scorpion.
all right. This is kind of how we can end the show before me and talk about basketball before we get out of here. Who do you guys think has benefited more? And I want you to think hard about this question. I'm going to go to the restroom while you guys answer. But who do you think has benefited more from each other? Ross benefited from Drake more, or do you think Drake benefited from Ross more?
I could pay that.
Nah, for real.
These niggas have been robbing me blind for months, and I'm sick of it. I still have to buy my Meg ticket, which is going to be $300.
Jesus Christ. All right. Daniel has returned.
Meg pulling him out like that? 300?
Yeah.
And that's what confused me because everyone was like, I thought we all hated her.
It's gonna be a short ass concert. My fault.
Oh, kidoki.
$300 for her to do 8 songs. You know, fucking mad.
But you know she's about to drop.
Oh,
She's dropping an album like next
okay,
month, I think.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Chill, hotties. I ain't know an album was on the way. I thought you.
And Glorilla's opening for her.
Okay,
so.
I thought she was just doing it.
$300 for 8 songs.
That's the shit that Kanye be doing.
Yeah.
That's that shit that Kanye would
Hey,
do.
listen.
And he might not show up.
Hey, if she gonna go out there and like hit the NPC, I'll fucking send her 300 too. She go out there and fucking hit the beat machine like the niggas do.
I can't wait.
But to answer the question, I think Drake. Ironically, I think Drake.
Think
Maybe
so?
yeah, because I think who Drake was before Ross, Wayne, and all of them would not have been the superstar he is today.
Hello.
I think Drake needed
I
to
agree.
change as a personality, as a person, like how he like the person, like we talk about Drake being like a character, like he needed to understand to be the best rapper or just to be a big rapper, you gotta cut that shit. You gotta cut that Degrassi glasses. This is how they talk shit out. Like y'all saw that video talk about niggas grammar and shit when he was a kid. Like that nigga was not gonna be Drake. Like
Did you see him say nigga the first time?
yeah, like it's yeah. That don't even like the same person. I see why Ross think his nose fake.
No. It don't look like the same nigga.
That fucking yam off your face,
Grace.
nigga.
Grace.
Honestly, while I agree with
Yeah.
what you say, that's very true. I still think I would give it to Ross benefiting from Drake because the type of music that Rick Ross makes is not really like even when he drops now, people who been fucking with Rick Ross still tap in.
Yeah.
But I feel like making those hit staple songs with Drake helped more people realize that this is not really a niche artist. Like he makes good music.
Yeah.
All in all. But I feel like if you have a Drake feature on your album, automatically people are going to tap in. And if they like that song, it's good enough, then they might listen to the rest of it. Yeah. So not like he needed him, but I definitely think it helped him out a lot. Cause
I think-
when you think of the collabs that they have together, like,
I think it definitely helped him, but like
I think it might have been mutual, honestly.
Ross definitely benefited from Drake, but Ross had a whole feature on his first song.
True.
Like,
So
Ross
the answer
can't-
to this question is absolutely Drake. Drake benefited from Ross way more than Ross benefited from him because I want to ask y'all the question real quick. And y'all be as honest as possible.
I'm scared now.
How much money do you think Rick Ross really made? Compared to how much Rick Ross got now, how much money do you think them 10 Billboard hits he got with Drake made him for real?
Like a
Well,
I'd
I don't
say two.
know because
I'd say
I don't know how the streaming and shit
Yeah,
equates.
I don't want to put a
I don't be
number on
paying
it 'cause,
attention
Oh,
to
I'm
that
not asking
shit.
for an exact number. I'm asking, do you think he
like
lot?
a lot or a
his
little.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
His fortune that he has
Yeah.
now. Do you think them hits in the grand scheme of things are?
I'd say
the reason-
some. I'd say
the
some.
reason he has what he has.
I don't
No,
know
I
if
don't
that's
think
the
it's
right
the
word.
sole reason. Like, I don't think any of it is like, oh, well,
direct-
you got
yeah.
this, so you
Yeah.
have this. I think Rick Ross was already what he was
Yeah.
before he started making songs with Drake. But when he started making songs with Drake, Drake was like one of the hottest artists on the come up.
And that's my exact point to why it's Drake is because who we met Drake as is not who Drake is now. And Drake is not that anymore because of Ross, Wayne, Cali. Well, not Cali, but Ross and Wayne. Ross, Wayne, and Stunner is the three main people I would get at to. It's Ross, Wayne, and Stunner.
No, that's
Wayne,
facts.
of course, at the top, and then Ross and Stunner behind him. Who Ross was before he ever touched down with Drake was a hitmaker. Ross' first song was a hit. Ross' first album was a hit. Ross' second album was a hit. Ross then went to real war with 50 Cent.
Oh,
The
what a time.
Shout out 50.
The
couldn't be
Teflon
beat.
Don.
Mr. had never lost a battle, then beat 50 in a battle, and then dropped a classic album right after.
Yeah, that
This
is
was
true. That
all
did
before.
happen.
This was all before Drake and him really became a thing where it was like we're benefiting because those early records, Drake was benefiting from Ross being on those records. We got to stop acting like yes, Aston Martin music.
But
is
I
really
also
good and
don't
his lick is
remember
great.
like the timeline. I just remember that was so long ago that like I can't necessarily remember the
Low-key,
timeline
Stay Scheming,
in which
Stay
happened.
Scheming, and
Was that after the 50 beef?
all of
Yeah.
it. Drake was
Yeah.
after the 50 beat. All of it was after the
Oh,
50
well then never mind. I changed my answer.
There you go. Like
I just remember 2009 to 2012. Like everything, the timeline is blurry, but I remember it happening.
yes.
So I would change my answer then.
Yes, and that
sure.
was my whole point. Is Drake? Everything Drake is because of the people he was around.
Yeah,
with.
for sure.
Everything Ross is not because of a Drake song, and that's how simple I will put it. Do I think Ross benefited from Drake? Absolutely.
All these
But
niggas be benefiting from
They
each other.
they all benefit from
It's
each other.
all a
Wayne
chess game.
Found Drake and has benefited from Drake. Like I don't want to make it seem like no, Drake ain't help. No, like no, fuck no. But more, I would have to say Drake because Ash Ish led this off by saying who we see Drake as now. These niggas helped him become.
That is true. That is true.
Was there anything else? Oh yes, the last thing before we go, I do want to ask: when do y'all think Kendrick is responding?
Fuck. I don't know.
I
but
don't know.
I'll
I don't
say
know
When do y'all
enough.
think he is, and when do you think he should respond?
ASAP.
I think he should
but
respond Friday, but the nigga saying that he's got an album coming and he should wait till May, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm sorry.
and piggybacking off of that, that would really piss me off if he announced the album
After that,
by responding.
Yeah.
Like when you respond and you announce the album, because at that point it's like, are you really responding because you want to respond,
Yeah.
or are you responding for shock value to tell everybody? Because you could just say you have an album coming later.
that's
And
my
that's
thing.
gonna sell 350 no matter what.
Yeah,
Like,
if
And
it's
I don't
be
feel like I
this.
know enough about Kendrick because he's never been the social media type, like ever. But now it's like he's a complete ghost.
Yeah.
So I don't know enough about him to know how his calculations might work. Like with Drake, I knew he wasn't going to respond right away because Drake does everything calculated. It's all part of some bigger plan. I don't know enough about how Kendrick moves in real life to know.
Yeah, no, he's.
But I think he might respond like within the next 2 Fridays.
I think it's Friday. I definitely think it's Friday. I think Drake knows it's Friday. That's why he was like, "Please drop now instead, so I can drop again." Like, I think Drake knows it's Friday. Taylor Swift just did 2 million. Taylor Swift just did 2 million first week. Shout out Taylor Swift. We're not gonna
so
review the
crazy.
album. A couple Swifties I know wasn't really.
It's not that like they're standout
shit
songs,
sucks.
but it like the album itself is just
Okay, a
like
couple Swifties I know hit me kind of pissed, but no exaggeration, like dead ass. Like,
yeah, like I was listening to it and I was sending Nelson the songs that I really liked, and it was only like 3 of them. The rest of them just sound kind of just like
exactly.
okay.
She did to me. It's fucking crazy, but
That's fake, bro. That shit is fake.
I think he drops Friday for sure, and I think it's over.
All right, I do
over.
believe he is dropping Friday as well. I am saying there's no way he lets another week go by without him dropping.
And Absol tweeted yesterday, and I know that may not mean a lot, but like Absol tweeted.
Well,
some
that's a
shit
quiet
yesterday.
man.
Like Absol, he don't say a lot.
Yeah.
That nigga said something is afoot.
I hate these mysterious. Like all these niggas are using this beef as a chance to be as mysterious as possible, and it's pissing me off because like, is it coming or not?
Yeah, like,
Don't piss me
I,
off.
I definitely think it'll be. I definitely think it'll be Friday. When do I want him to respond?
I want him to drop in the middle of the week.
Now.
Like
Yeah.
just randomly.
Like, it
just
should
like,
drop right now so we can
I'm
talk
like
about it.
fam, like
yeah,
ain't
like,
gonna-
I would
and I-
love
and
that.
I was-
Check your phone. Check Twitter. If it drops,
Is this real?
before we get to the basketball, and I just want to take this moment to be open, especially because it's my show. Like, why not? Like, I cannot wait for him to smoke this nigga. Like, I cannot wait for him to nuke this nigga,
I
bro.
want him to nuke
Fam,
Me
the fuck
too.
out of Drake.
I just want them to like.
I want it to be
go
bad.
back and
I want
forth.
Drake to respond with something just as bad.
No,
and then they can
same.
stop after that. I don't even
No,
care.
same.
if nothing happens.
But
I just
it's
want
just
Drake to
annoying
respond.
now because the discourse that people are having on the internet is just like you can literally love an artist and understand when they took an L. Like we don't have to dick ride blindly all the time.
And my thing, like, y'all are great people. Like,
And I think everyone has already picked a side, so it's like not
That's
as
my
fun
favorite part of
anymore.
yeah, no, that's my thing. I've picked a side. I cannot. Yo, I'm telling you, and I say this to say, if Kendrick don't respond or if it don't hit, I'm for sure gonna be disappointed.
I would too.
But fam, I am so like Drake fans been so fucking annoying this last couple of days.
They have.
I want this nigga. Like, that's why the Kanye thing, like, yeah, we all ganged up to get him out of here. I kind of get it. Like, this nigga is annoying, bro. Like, that, like.
I do get it. I do get it.
Like, he just.
This
like,
white boy been running rap for 10 years, dog.
You know
Like,
what I'm
that's annoying,
fam,
bro.
this nigga running around like he
I know,
pop,
but
bro.
it's like-
he literally running around like he pop,
Yeah,
bro.
like-
Put this nigga down,
But my
bro.
thing is why have y'all not been competing actively with him outside of Kendrick? If you
Which
feel this
ones?
way, no, but I'm saying like if you feel this way, like this nigga's been running rap for too long. He's not even from here. How y'all letting me run it down here? I'm not even from around
See,
here.
I think a lot of, I really think everybody like was okay with him doing it because like that's kind of how the game worked. I think once it became beef type shit.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like my thing is like if this nigga's been talking about him being the greatest, the only person that's really been pressing him about that has been Kendrick and Cole. But I mean, like Cole already, you know.
Yeah. Oh no, the rest of them niggas, it's not no rap.
But
shit.
Kendrick, no, but I'm saying like, why did you wait to get on somebody else's song that also already has beef with him? If you feel that way, why couldn't you just drop your own song?
That's true.
I'm here for it regardless because we're getting good music. So, but it's just like,
And Kendrick don't drop singles though. Like if Kendrick drops,
bro, he
singles,
doesn't drop at all. It
drops
pisses
albums.
me.
He
Yes,
drops
and it
albums,
pisses
bro.
me off because I just want to hear Kendrick Lamar's
That's-
voice throughout the year.
I definitely like his drop rate for sure. But I'm glad he doesn't drop every year. I personally am glad he doesn't drop every year because you see this with Drake, and it's funny because we do gotta hit basketball, but like before this whole beef, we talked 3 or 4 times like, damn, rap dying. Damn, rap not number one no more. Damn, pop outselling rap. And Drake is dropping every 7 to 8 months. And the sport is declining. Like, dropping every... And I tweeted this, and a lot of niggas DM'd me and didn't respond to the tweet. But I know I was fucking right. That's why you ain't quote the tweet, nigga. Was if Drake made niggas wait 3 years for the shit that he dropped, this run would have been over.
No, that's facts. But if he made us wait 3 years and he dropped shit like Her Loss, then I don't think that would be the same conversation.
But if niggas waited 3 years for Dark Lane Demo or 3 years for Certified Lover Boy, this shit would be way different. Like, Drake has to drop every year. Kendrick don't have to drop.
I don't think
every
he
year.
has to. I think the fact that streaming has become such a big deal is partially why. But Drake could easily like not for a long
I keep
time
saying
think so.
and
Drake
be
paid too many
fine.
people to not drop music.
No, I think Drake is feeding too many people for sure. But I just think the quality of music, like if niggas waited 2 years and cut on Scorpion, like legit waited 2.5 years to get to the album, and we got a.
But that is
we
what
got a
happened.
man and queer, and look at the reception he got.
Yeah, I know. But then he took that and locked in
And
gave us
and
honestly never mind and
but
Certified Lover
Scorpion,
Boy.
but Scorpion got delayed too. Like that, it's not like it was his normal. Like he had to push a T shit in the middle.
Yeah, he did push it back a lot.
But
And
like
you pushed it back and gave us this,
Yeah,
which
like-
is also my problem with Party Next Door. But that's neither here nor there.
well, we want a party album.
Well, it's coming Friday. I'd be so mad if Kendrick drops the response on Friday when Party Next Door drops his album.
like
If
that.
I were Party Next Door, I would be pissed the fuck
like
off. Because why would you not drop before me?
And before this wrap up before we get to
Y'all
basketball.
good. I'm having a great time.
Oh, but
Y'all are great. I'm chilling.
Because I know you have to be done soon.
Like we talked about tone and how we want niggas to respond. Like I want him to just crash out type shit. Like I don't even want it to be like no negative.
I agree.
Like I want it to get out of hand type shit.
too.
Like
No,
I
same.
like
the line of where it gets from beef to
Because
Are you
whoa,
trying to
kid,
kill me?
I want to go whoa, nigga.
Wait,
Like,
maybe you shouldn't have
They're
said
not gonna
that.
take it nowhere it's not supposed to go
Yeah.
because these niggas is presidents. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
It's not gonna go nowhere it's supposed to go. So I wanted to go
That would be
all the
beneath
way,
them.
all the way.
I
all the
want
way.
it to go to
Yes,
hell
yes,
and back.
Yes,
Yeah, facts.
exactly. And one thing I want to
Shout out Mac Main, too,
When
my
y'all were salute Mac. When y'all was talking
Yikes.
about
In about
y'all
3
was
years,
talking
holla at me,
about
Miley Cyrus.
yo, man, forgive him. He didn't know. He didn't know. Different time.
that
time.
nigga tweeted that punch. You need to be low. That's a nigga who need to be low right now. The Miley Cyrus bar nigga. You shouldn't be saying a word right now, fam.
Because you're going to make it worse for Drake in the long run.
Him, Baca, all them niggas, y'all shouldn't say
Nothing.
You niggas with shit in the closet. This is time to just vibe
Bow
out.
out.
Y'all got bread. Let's go on vacation somewhere. Do not be tweeting when you got skeletons, bro.
I love this beef so much because from the fan perspective, Kendrick and Drake fans are as opposite as they
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
love
been
it.
my favorite. It's been my favorite action to watch from this. Is just getting on Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter's
and
been on
seeing,
fire for a
and
month
seeing,
straight.
for real, and seeing y'all niggas talk to people that you're never gonna change their mind. Like,
Yeah.
These niggas listen to Kendrick Lamar every fucking day,
know what it feel
and
like?
this nigga has listened to Take Care a million times. Dog. No one's mind is
Bro.
changing. These niggas are screaming at each other. Like it's been my favorite shit to watch.
so funny.
It's like the Kobe Bryant shit, bro.
I was literally just about to say it's like the LeBron fans
Yeah,
arguing with
bro.
people about basketball. You cannot
It's
argue
the
with a
Kobe
LeBron
Bryant
fan.
shit right now. I really, bottom of my heart, it feels like Kobe Bryant, 09.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I just can't wait for Kobe to smoke this nigga. Like everybody feel 1000% right. That if it happened, he
bro.
gonna cook. I think Drake gonna cook that. The other nigga think Kendrick. Everyone is 1,000,000% sure.
Yes.
that nigga's finna get cooked, and they're talking about two different sides. And to even extend
And
it
they can
farther
cook
than
in
that-
different ways.
Exactly. I mentioned how polar opposite Kendrick and Drake are. That is exactly how their fans are, and every step of the beef is showing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every
Them
step
niggas
of
gave
the
us
beef-
two songs and literally never collabed again.
Yeah, Drake drop or Drake post something or Drake do something, and all the Drake fans another W, and then all the Kendrick fans are he doesn't have Instagram. Fuck you, nigga. That shit
It's
ass.
not fair. Everyone's moving the goalposts depending on who
That's what
side that
Nobody's
they're
ever
on.
gonna win.
That's what makes this amazing, and that's
And
I
it's
was-
so
I was
funny.
gonna say, to wrap this up, bro. I hope it stays like this forever.
Nobody-
I hope they
nobody's
both drop
ever gonna
nukes. They're both crazy,
Yeah.
and you just got to figure it
Nobody,
out.
listen,
Nobody wins.
Nobody's ever gonna win unless it happens.
Yeah.
Unless one of them really nuke them niggas, it'll always I think Jay-Z wouldn't have beef. I think Takeover better than Ether.
That's fair.
Niggas will argue about that shit forever.
All he did was
forever.
call Jay-Z gay.
Literally forever.
I
Literally
love
forever.
Takeover.
But Jay-Z,
I sold with your whole episode in my first week.
Rockefeller
I do
Records is crazy.
think-
Rockefeller Records.
I do think
Fuck
Rockefeller
Jay-Z.
Records is crazy. I think the point about rap beef is that you can't understand rap beef if you weren't there. I think
Yeah.
that's a big aspect of beef is you gotta really be there in that moment because some things just aren't I can go listen to Ether all I want to. The niggas that was there for that shit in New York when that shit was happening, I will never get the feeling they get when they hear that shit. It's just simple.
And
as
the
that.
niggas were blessed, bro. Ether came out months after Jay-Z response, but it wasn't no internet.
So
it
it
wasn't.
didn't-
Yeah, it didn't feel weird that Nas
Nah,
had to respond.
exactly.
Yeah.
It didn't
Now that everyone has access to be able to all right, now what's going on?
Yeah.
And then the more people get in their bag to make commentary about it, it makes it worse because it's everyone at school knows that this guy is talking shit about you, and it's just you're gonna let that slide?
Yeah.
And I will say something else, bro. Like music was released so differently back then.
Yeah.
You couldn't just upload a song. YouTube didn't exist. You cannot
Right.
just upload a song to YouTube. Like, hey, everybody, here it is. Yeah. Like you had to really.
But
go
people
through
recorded on
avenues.
CDs.
Like niggas had to go and release the Ether CD so you could go to the shop and
And
listen
get
to
it.
the song, maybe
Deadass.
purchase it.
Yeah.
Like this is so different from what it was. So Nas taking too much and Kendrick taking too much is not the same thing.
Like,
and
it's
I
gonna
want
feel-
people to stop saying
It's
it.
gonna
Yeah.
feel so. It would feel so much different.
It will feel, bro. We're not in the
Yeah.
same age. We're in a
Yeah.
microwave society, and you gotta get with the
Instant
times, bro.
gratification.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great show. I think. Lastly, Taylor Swift. Do y'all think that 2 million is real?
I do.
Taylor Swift album was broadcasted on every iHeartRadio station all day on repeat. That shit is not real.
They were
Say that
playing
louder.
it.
Yeah.
Say that one more
on
time.
every on every single.
Does that count towards the
Yes.
sales?
Yes.
Oh,
Every
I thought it
single
was just
iHeart-
from people streaming
No,
it.
every single iHeartRadio station, like as the company, played her album on repeat on like 150 stations. That the 2 million is definitely not real, but
Yeah, I went to this gay
Like
bar the other day
1.3?
and they were playing the album,
Yeah.
and I was like,
maybe
"How
1.
do y'all already have this?"
Maybe 1.2 was.
If I would have saw 750, 900, I wouldn't have been surprised. 2 million was like, that's not real. There's no way that's real.
No.
Because
Oh, I didn't know the radios went into the. I thought it was just people listening at home.
no.
because I'm okay with you telling
That
me
makes sense.
that Taylor Swift in this day and age right now on
It's bigger
Earth
than Beyonce.
is bigger than Drake and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me she's a million of 1.5 million records better than them.
Yeah.
That's
No.
bigger than them. I mean,
Right.
I don't care about numbers.
Yeah.
when
I
it's
could
better,
see maybe
but
if
bigger.
she
You're not gonna
took
tell me.
breaks in between dropping, but
Right,
you
yeah.
literally just dropped an
It
album that
wasn't-
sounds exactly like
And
this
it
last
wasn't
year.
like a,
Bro.
listen, I'm not super tapped into the Swifties, but like, it's not like she been promoting. Like to me, I didn't know she had
Bro,
been promoting the album. Like
she hasn't.
that's the thing.
She said she was dropping the album at the Grammys, and I don't think anything has come from that.
That's the thing. Like it wasn't like, oh yeah, she got the pre-sale, she got the ticket. Like,
Yeah,
No,
like,
there
no,
wasn't.
it's just-
She hasn't dropped like a lead single, then had the built hype for the album. She literally just speaks, and the fans do everything else.
yeah.
And it kind of pisses me off a little bit because I don't really understand.
Being
I was
white
telling him this
crazy.
the other day. I don't understand how she has gotten to this level of fame.
Yeah.
Like if she was this famous 6 years ago, then I would understand because the
We
music
said
was
it. We said the exact reason
because the
why.
music, her music
Mr.
was
Kanye West.
so good, and it's because of
We
Kanye.
made that bitch famous.
Like
We did that.
We made that bitch famous.
because she was already doing crazy
Yeah.
numbers when that album came out, but him doing that is
Changed
angry black man,
became
angry
America's
crazy
white
black
darling.
man
Oh.
just did this to America's
So,
sweetheart.
The most
We can't let this
the
stand. We
most
can't let this stand.
influential
listen.
artist ever.
So listen.
Ah.
And he wasn't wrong.
Listen.
Time and a place.
Sorry
for the headphone users.
Listen. I'm about to paint a picture, and I figured out Taylor Swift. Me and Taylor were doing this about 2 months ago because I was sitting in here and I was like, what the fuck is up with these people in Taylor Swift? Because I know what good music is. I can go listen to pop music and understand that's a good pop song. I can do that with any genre. We can go any genre. I can figure out, okay, this is good music. Taylor Swift's
Real
music.
quick. So sorry. Someone just tweeted, I'm working this Kendrick Drake case like McNulty.
That's so funny. Daily watch the wire.
But I did get that reference.
Oh, okay.
Rapper shit.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Rapper shit.
Yeah.
But Taylor Swift music is not as good as the numbers say it is.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's not a hate. It's just not. It is simple, basic
Yeah,
music.
I ain't gonna lie.
It used to be.
She dropped Thriller. 2 million first week is a lot,
Bro. And the old shit is better than the new shit. The old shit that she blew up off on is better than the shit she is dropping now. But what I figured out was, and Grace put this together completely for me yesterday when she brought up Kanye West. She was like, well, this is all thanks to Kanye West. And then I was like, oh my fucking goodness. The angry black man went up on stage and took something from this poor, helpless white girl.
Yeah.
The poor, helpless white girl then turns into this America sweetheart. And what does she do to market herself to the people that she now has eyes on? She makes herself them. So you never see Taylor too glossed up. You never see Taylor face beat too much.
Right.
You never see her hair crazy or nothing like that. She don't ever got on no if it's expensive, you don't know it's expensive because it's rich people expensive. Right. No logos, no brands. You can't tell nothing. There's no red bottoms. There's no nothing to really.
No, she's at the Chiefs game in just a regular Chiefs.
Yes, just being a regular girl. I'm at the Chiefs game with beer and my friends, and I'm yelling and
the red
my
lipstick.
goodness, and my red lipstick. I'm a basic girl. So the high school girls and before I get there, my song topics are about high school heartbreaks. Yeah. Even if you're a grown woman, if you know white people, sorry white people, but if you know a white woman past 30, I mean, if you know a white woman, if you know a white woman 28 or above, you know she's 17 at heart.
Yeah.
You know that about them. 99 women are not a monolith. White women are not a monolith. But if you know most white women, after 27, 28, they go back to high school. So the women that are 27 to 40 feel like they connect with her because of the music. She never looked too good. She never looked too bad. I'm just a girl in a lonely world, and I'm normal, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, like everybody else.
Yep.
And then you have the high schoolers in the Midwest and everywhere else across the world that she's actually making music for. So now their music is like, oh my God, she related to me. She's Taylor. Oh my God, she's so pretty. I can be as pretty as that. She's not overly. She don't got the.
And she has so much music now that is exactly like that.
Exactly.
That they just eat it up. You can do anything with it.
At the end, we bring it all together, and now what do we have? We have a full family that listens to Taylor Swift. Yeah. And if you know white men,
and there's so many white people in the world.
If you know white men, you know they don't give a fuck about music unless it's bootleg Clev. Or Vlad or Adam 22, they don't give a fuck about music for real. Right. So whatever they wife or whatever they daughter turn on, they're gonna listen to. Yeah. So now we got the whole white population fathoming over Taylor Swift because of Kanye West and Taylor Swift turning that moment into marketing herself as the everyday white girl.
Yeah,
the craziest shit I ever broke down in my life.
And I think lastly is stan culture as well.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Like especially because the
and the internet.
Like, and I don't want to call compare it to like armies and shit. But if you were to compare it to armies, Taylor Swift army, quote unquote, is the easiest to recruit for. Boom. Because all of these young,
well, because her lyrics appeal to such a wide.
Her lyrics appeal to such a wide environment, and you're joining the winning team. She's gonna sell the most. It's easy to be a Swiftie. Yeah. You're gonna sell the most. Yeah. You're gonna get.
She's gonna get a Grammy every year.
You're gonna get that instant recognition, and all these stand pages when they argue back and forth. As a Taylor Swiftie, as like if I'm recruiting you to be a Taylor Swift fan, we're always gonna have the one up. Mm-hmm. So every generation of new stand, if there's 10 new stands on the internet, 7 of them are Taylor Swift fans.
And you can't. Because the only thing you can argue with her is, Beyonce, Nicki, whatever girl you want to use, they're more talented. They make better music, but music is objective.
Right.
And what we hear in music and what we look for in music and the soul and the energy we get from music, they don't. They don't get that. They don't feel it.
They're looking for the surface level,
it's the
relatable
surface
shit.
Level, just regular shit. Give me a basic drum pattern, and I went to the store and got it on my bag, and give me that same little tempo pattern, and then we gonna build up. And then the drums gonna break down, and then we break away, and now we got the hook, and that's all we need, and that's all they need to be satisfied. And if you go look at Taylor Swift's catalog, she has 4 songs that sound like that, another 4 that's a slow lullaby shit, a couple more country-esque, and there's your album.
Yeah, like,
let me look at her discography right now and see where the change happened.
Like, people want to be Beyonce, but people don't think I am Beyonce.
Exactly.
Like they are a part of Taylor Swift. Like, I am that girl.
So many albums saved on here.
Yes, that's exactly what it fucking. I can be Taylor Swift. Yeah, she can be my friend, my next door neighbor. Right. People don't feel that way about
that. That's why.
Now the change happened after the album she dropped in 2019, because then in 2020 she dropped Folklore, which I kind of was already like, I don't really like this that much, but I'm going to listen to it. But looking back, it actually was a good album. And then she dropped another album the next year, and that shit created so much buzz. She has dropped every year since then. Yeah. And the fact that Scooter Braun basically took her masters from her.
Mm-hmm.
Now she was like, that's fine. Now that I know I can chart and do all these numbers, I'm actually going to re-record all my old songs from every album, and I'm going to put them out, and I'm going to keep getting more and more streams, which is honestly kind of genius when you think about it. But now it's to the point where they've banned anybody else from doing it.
That was some Teflon shit. I respect
No,
that.
that's
I used to hate Taylor Swift. I don't know if you know that, but I had a real hate for Taylor Swift.
Listen.
Once I figured out what she was doing with that, I never said a bad word about it.
Ironically enough, Taylor Swift has not seen her last part of this beef because Kendrick will for sure bring her up in a second.
Oh, of course. I know she's probably sitting at home like,
I'm
why are
glad
all
you
these
mentioned
people?
Scooter Braun because Drake was definitely really cool with Scooter Braun. Like all these Taylor lyrics are very,
Yeah.
cute in hindsight. Like that's what, like niggas know. Like I can't wait to pull the curtain back on this nigga. Let's go, bro.
That was it. We don't have time to do basketball. We'll do it next show.
Wait. We got 1 minute. It's over, right?
For who? For who? The Nuggets? I mean the Lakers?
The Warriors.
Oh yeah, we can do that real quick.
Yeah.
No. Wait, what do you mean it's over?
It's over.
Like as in
It's done.
no, it's not done because they have money. They have money. They have Steph Curry, and they have the lure of the Bay, the Chase Center, the best organization in sports. With the way we treat our players, they have the money to go get Paul George.
He's punched Jordan Poole in his
They
face.
have the money to go get Paul. That don't matter. They have the money to go get Paul George. They have the money because you're not recruiting kids, you're recruiting veterans. They're not gonna care about Draymond. They have the money to go get Paul George. They have the money to go get another big Nas Reeves, Johannes Valanciunas. The Warriors team was not bad this year. Again, I want to point out that if the Warriors had the record they had this year, last year, they would have been the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
They are not a bad team. They weren't that bad this year. They just were not built to be consistent. And if they can find all they need is a big and a wing that can score.
Yeah.
And then everybody else, you know how we always talk about in football, everybody can just go to their position?
No,
that's what they
1000%.
need. They need a number 2 option
Right.
that can be a number 1 option some nights when Steph is being 36 and 37.
So this is what I'll say. They're going to give Clay $80 million over 2 years. It's over.
If they give a Clay $80 million over 2 years, it's wraps. Yeah. But I don't think they're doing that.
Aside from just contracts, it's over for Clay, right?
It's over for Clay. Clay is done.
Right, cool.
Clay should become a 6-man. Clay should
I
be.
ain't gonna lie,
Clay should be Ray Allen.
You know what? I'm gonna take a page out of Grace's book. Go home. It's over, nigga. That shit was embarrassing, fam.
That shit was embarrassing.
You go over your last game
He's
of
been
the
getting
Warriors.
cooked on the
His last Warriors game, he went 0 for 10.
I don't think that's his last game, bro. I think he's signing.
so.
I think he's signing the 3. I think he's gonna sign a 3-year, like $70 million type shit.
He need to sign with TNT.
3 years.
Sit your ass on that booth with Chuck.
3 year.
You're bad, nigga.
3-year $50 million, 3-year $60 million, and then go get PG, go get a nice number 2 and a big. They good.
I was watching it like especially as a Steph fan, like we've always talked about like how much we hate seeing that nigga pass. Like like the fire that burns within me when he passed to Klay Thompson right now. Like that shit make me want to cut the TV off. Cause like stop, nigga. Like he's bad, bro. Like
But to the Warriors fan base, to everybody, this season was not Steve Kerr's fault. It was not Bob Myers' fault. It wasn't Joe Laker's fault. It wasn't Draymond's fault. You guys, they just weren't good enough. Yeah. Look at the top of the NBA. Go watch the Celtics. Go watch the Nuggets. Go watch the Suns when they're clicking. Go watch Minnesota, OKC. They weren't good enough, and that is okay. You guys, I see you guys on Twitter. I'm in your spaces every now and then with the Tracy Jackson should have played 10 minutes. Kevon Looney didn't play. Sorry, shouldn't have. I promise you, if Tracy Jackson playing 10 more minutes was the difference between you being a championship contender and you missing the playoffs, then you were never a championship contender to begin with. And this is coming from a good a big TJD fan. Pause if need be. But they just are not good enough yet. They can retool. They'll be better next year. And their championship window is not over if they go about this offseason the right way and don't give Klay Thompson too much money. But pretending this team was a championship level roster this year was complete delusion.
I definitely agree. I do want to shoot Jim Park some bail on the Trace Jackson Davis stuff. Because Trace Jackson Davis definitely is not the difference between the championship team. But that 3-guard shit Steve Kerr doing, stop or retire. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why is Chris Paul, Potts, and Steph Curry playing together? Stop. It doesn't. Like, the problem with Steve Kerr, like, for sure, championship coach, one of the best coaches ever. He do dumb shit and then come to the press conference like he not the coach. He come to the press conference like, yeah, we need more big men. You started 3 guards. What do you mean we need more big men? He come to the press conference like, man, he should get some more minutes. You're the coach. You, nigga, like, we're not doing it. Like, he come to the perfect. I was like, dang, wish we had more shooting out there tonight. Nigga, we're calling the plays. Like, that shit be killing me, bro.
So everything is said was completely
Come to the press
correct.
conference like, wow, we lost. Like,
I know.
you were there.
I tried to shoot everybody some bail so we had good energy going into next season. But put Steve Kerr. If I see a 3-point guard lineup next year, I will come to Oracle and rip it in half with my bare hands.
He'd be like, damn, we didn't rebound. And Draymond, 6'6", playing center at 38. Like, niggas like, damn, why Draymond keep choking people? He playing 4 positions. I'd be mad too. That nigga's exhausted. He playing 4 positions at once.
Like Metro said, that shit is
And
annoying.
lastly, as I was just saying, bro, the Warriors were not a championship contender. You know how I knew that? Because they were the 10th seed all year. 10th seeds have never been championship contenders.
That's true.
Hey, who's the 9 seed? The Lakers have been the 9th or the 10th seed since October. Yeah. They're not winning the championship. Get over it.
Yeah, that too. We ain't the Lakers today, but y'all gotta stop. It's over.
Trey in the group chat talking about, I really just think if everything go right and Jokic play bad, we can win the championship.
Those be the fun. Yo, Trey be like, yo, if we score 140 and Jokic only scored 10 and Jamal Murray break his leg and Michael Porter Jr. get arrested, we might win. Like, yeah, nigga, y'all would win. Like,
I feel like if you need that many stipulations, like, it wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
Respect. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody,
Shout
for
out to
tuning
LeBron.
in. Again, this is Grace. Link is in the bio. Please go to her YouTube channel and subscribe. If you are coming from Grace's YouTube channels because you saw her tagged in a video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening.
Sorry you've been yelling so much.
This is my bestie for the resty-ish. This is my other bestie for the resty, Grace. We are the show about nothing, and y'all have a blessed evening.
Gang, gang.
On my